Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review for Matchday Live with myself, Paul, my co-commentator, Billy Bob, and, of course, just with us before the game is Lady Sam. So we are ready and, well, willing to go, shall I say. But, Billy, you're turning a very strange face there.
Yeah, Michael Gray just appeared on my TV screen. Ooh.
Oh, no!
Oh, you're all right. Are you okay?
Oh,
Do you need
dear.
to compose yourself?
A bit icky.
Oh, no. We don't want any of that crap. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. If you do enjoy the show, as usual, please give us the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, hit that bottom right-hand corner, click the logo to subscribe, come and be part of this incredible community that we have here on the Toon Review. And don't forget, you can also become a member as well by hitting that $ at the bottom of the live comments. And of course, no, that's not what I meant. I meant you can join by hitting the join button below the three of us. And of course, you can donate to the channel if you do wish by hitting that $ at the bottom of the live comments, which will also guarantee your comment to be read out, just like Mr. Bradley has. Hi all, Sam's dad here. I can't be more proud of my daughter. She's the strongest woman I know. That bloke, what an absolute outdated twat. Yes, and that is in response to Sam's whine yesterday on TTR Friday, which was nothing short of magnificent.
Don't worry, Dad, I've got it.
Yes, well and truly, she's got it covered. Right, let's take a look at the teams because it's a very, very surprising one for Newcastle in a way, and a little bit confusing, dare I say. This is the lineup we go with. Dubravka in goal. Now, they normally put the actual formation as the list, but today they've done it very differently. So I'm just going to run through the players and then we'll work out the formation if that's entirely possible. Shea, Gordon, Isak, Barnes, Kraft, Murphy, Anderson, Byrne, Captain, Longstaff, and Bruno. On the substitutes bench, once again, we have two goalkeepers, just in case they're needed. Bullshit. We've got Karius and Gillespie, Dummett, Ritchie, Hall, Livramento, White, Alex Murphy, and Ben Parkinson. Right, Billy, make of that what you will.
Well, I think that's the only certainty we can say is that Jacob Murphy's playing at right back. Absolutely no doubt about that.
Yeah.
What the other rest of the back four is, Lord alone knows. There's people saying that Kraft will slot in at centre back next to him with Shea and Byrne back to left back. Yeah. Or it could be Kraft at left back and Shea and Byrne in the middle. But yeah, until we see them start the game, we won't know, will we? But I mean, the one certain thing is Jacob Murphy's playing at right back.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got no idea. I mean, is it going to be Kraft left back? Is it going to be Byrne with Kraft in the middle with Shea? For me, Sam, that'll kind of ruin it a little bit because Byrne and Shea have a great partnership together. It's a strange one, isn't it? Considering Lewis Hall's there, Livramento's there, but obviously they're not fit enough to start. But Alex Murphy's there as well.
Well, yeah, this is it. And I think it sort of adds to the mystery. Has Eddie been in talking to the social media team and just say, let's just mess with everybody's heads today? It's not as if the press conferences are ambiguous enough, but now we're piecing together formations. I mean, this is really obviously to sort of, distract from whatever tactics that we've got in mind, that we're not even putting it out early enough for them to know what we're going to be doing. I think Toon Gamer made a really good point earlier in the chat. Is it going to be like a 2-5-3 and try and flood that midfield? I think that's a real possibility, because that would give us some impotence to get it up to Isaac, up to Barnes, up to Gordon to hopefully get goals. But it's certainly going to be a high-paced game, and I think there's going to be a hell of a lot of goals here as well.
Well, Julie J thinks he's going for a back three at the back, Billy, with a wing-back system, which is interesting. I don't like that.
Play left wing-back. I mean, Anthony Gordon.
I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that at all. 4-3-3 with Murphy at right back and Kraft left back. Good afternoon, lads and lasses. Expecting a high-scoring game. Squeaky 4-3 to the Toon. Good morning to Tab 2. Daniel, 2 keepers on the bench in case we need it. Ha. Yeah, I was being very sarcastic when I said that. I'm not usually sarcastic in any shape or form. Tab 2 says, greetings from the Cayman Islands. I saw that look, Sam. Kendo says, afternoon chat. Looks like our favourite formation with Byrne at left back. Mark Mullins, thank you for your super chat. From what I've seen, it's Kraft and Shea centre backs, Murphy right, Byrne left. I mean, it's a strange one, Billy, considering he's also got Dummett and Richie there. I mean, what does that say that Paul Dummett?
Well, yeah, after his mistake against Everton, I guess Eddie Howe can't trust him for 90 minutes. So he could have slotted him in at centre-half, couldn't he? No doubt about it. Dummett's played well at centre-half against Man City and Man United. But we shall see when we can't really say. We don't know. It could be anything. For all we know, it could be playing Harvey Barnes at wing-back. Who knows?
Indeed. Right, let's take a look at the visitors then. See how they line up. They go with Vicario in goal, Pedro Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, Undogi, Bentancur, Basuma, Madison, Johnson, Son, and Werner. Probably as strong as they can get, Billy.
Yeah, it's very strong, isn't it? Pape Sarr out the midfield and Bentancur in after his injury. Madison's going to be the danger, as is Son. Son's a fantastic player. They're also very strong at the back, which with kind of two of those players playing in the 6-1 last year, they were awful, Porro and Romero. Got a good goalkeeper. Van de Ven's quick as Silva, and Udogi at left back. We laughed at him in the European under 21s, but
he's been a hell of a signing. Yeah. Sam, what do you make of that? I mean, look, they've got a lot of attacking option there, haven't they? So I think this is going to be quite I would expect a free scoring game, but we've got to be careful today.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a game of attack and pace. They've got a lot of people who can threaten us and cause some damage. Son is just absolutely amazing. I actually like him off the pitch as well. Yeah. I think he's tremendous. So I think he's going to be a bit of a danger man, as is Madison. But yeah, they've got that pace as well. But equally so have we. So let's bring it. I do feel more optimistic today than I did last night, but speak to me at half time, see if I'm still in the same mood.
Yeah, I mean, one thing we've got to do is start well today. If we start like we did at Fulham, we could be 3 or 4 down after half an hour. Edward Gorn, thank you for another super chat. Hope you're well out there in Japan. Well, Eddie has picked 11 starters, but apart from that, indeed, we are a little bit perplexed as to what, we'll see very shortly. Jan says 3 at the back and strong midfield and a front line I can see. Well, no, but we will find out in 20 minutes. Afternoon, Paul, Billy and Sam and everyone. How are you all keeping? Come on, the mighty Toon Army. Let's have a 3-1 win for us. Our defence has to be as tight as a nun's knickers. Well, I mean...
Did nuns wear knickers?
Why am I thinking...
No, Sam, no, right? No. It's way too early for that kind of thought.
Know.
I mean, well, I know, but you don't want to stoop that low. Can Paul please confirm to my 8-year-old? Paul said thumbs up, not bums up. I said thumbs up. I always say thumbs up. Hippie says g'day, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. 3-2 to the Toon today. Paul says I'd rather Barnes left wing than right wing. He's got a cracking shot on him, and Gordon hasn't yet. Gordon's playmaking would be more valuable on the right. I think Gordon will be on the right, Paul. I don't think you play Barnes on the right hand side. Kevin says 2 keepers again, man. What's the young'uns like Harrison got to do to get on the bench? I agree. I will never understand this philosophy of putting 2 goalkeepers on the bench just to fill it up. Get one of the youngsters in, get them some match day experience, and bring them forward. Jesus. Mohammed says, Google says that Burn is left back, Kraft is centre back with Shea, and Murphy is right back. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, of course. Anthony says, I'm sorry, Eddie Howe has lost the plot. I don't think he's lost the plot. I think he's obviously got a game plan here, but whether that game plan is played out on the field, we will see. Eddie said versatile team, so I guess do what you want. Yeah. Fuggy Cracks says, hi, TTR team. Looking forward to your calm and measured commentary. As always, Fuggy. As always, my friend.
It's got the potential today to be a bit less calm than usual, I've got to say.
Well, it does, Billy. But, me and your good self are very calm and measured and certainly not biased when we do our commentary. We are always very, absolutely not very calm. No mention of grannies.
Stop right now.
We're just trying to convince ourselves, Sam. That's all.
Good. I'm glad that we're starting out with this type of optimism because we're all here for the crack. We want the high energy. We want the bants.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Craig says, let's hope Isak has his shooting boots on today. I mean, that's the thing, Sam. Isak's got to, when we get chances today, we have to be clinical, because I'm sure at the other end, Tottenham will be.
Yeah, for sure. And again, it's I think if we are going to put some strength and a lot of bodies in that midfield to make up for our vulnerabilities, then at least we can get the ball to Isaac. I think we saw last time that he was actually much more mobile in the field, so I would like to see that from him again, and just getting the service that he needs. We need to make sure that we've got precision passing and just the accuracy on the foot today. So yeah, fingers crossed for him, because we do need one, and if we can get another from him from open play, great.
We've got to get crosses in the box, Billy, obviously. But we need Isak to be in the right place, because there's been a number of times where crosses have come into the box, and sometimes Isak isn't there where you want a number 9 to be. And I know Isak's got some wonderful qualities, but I don't think he's an out-and-out number 9, but he has to learn that position, doesn't he? He has to get himself in those areas.
100%. Yeah, he's got to be in the right place at the right time, which, natural strikers do, and he doesn't do at times. But I think the high line's a key for us today. Try and break through the high line with Gordon, Isak and Barnes. They play such a high line. They even played it with 2 men sent off against Chelsea, which was absolutely mental, but made for a great game. And yeah, they're kind of all or nothing, aren't they, Spurs? Which is good to watch, unless you're on the end of one of their all days, which is potentially could happen today, I guess.
Yeah. Hippie says, all I know is we will make substitutions at the 65th minute. Dear. James says, Longstaff, nearly broke my leg at Everton last season. Anyhow, let's start him every game until the end of the season. Yeah. It's a strange one. Rachel says, I thought nuns wear bloomers. Or was that only in the olden days? I mean, see what you started, Billy. I'm predicting 2-1 to the Toon. Let's go. Gordon and Isak a goal each. Harvey says, I don't really rate Gordon on the right, but he's looking decent. Gordon can play anywhere up in that front three. I'm convinced of it, and still be very, very good for Newcastle United. So I'm expecting a very, very good game. Leanne says, good afternoon, everyone. Haven't been able to catch a show for a while, but here I am today. Paul, you have a new chair. How are the lads? Well, I nicked Ben's, if I'm honest. I pinched Ben's. Ben's now got mine. This is more of an office chair with a nice straight back on it. It feels good, I have to say. So, I mean, if anything, it's a little bit rugged around the bum cheeks after you've been on it a while. So I may have to get a cushion or just find a damn good chair with a decent cushion on it. But
I'll get you a donut.
Why?
Kind.
Yeah.
Just pile on the insult, Sam.
I didn't think I'd be sitting on an actual donut, Sam. I got what you meant. Thank you very much. Gillian Watson's gifted a Toon Review membership. Thank you very much, Gillian. We've got over 1,000 people watching already, which is 15 minutes before kickoff, which is superb. Thank you so much, everybody. Do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, if you are new, because if you want to take part in the chat, it is, as usual, on Matchday live shows, subscriber only. So please do subscribe, not only just to take part in the chat, but to be part of the channel forevermore. Thank you very much. Alexander says, I get we want Europe, but the long term, we need to play young players to get that experience and find gems in the squad. I mean, there's a balance, Sam, isn't there? Somewhere along the line, there's a balance that we have to find. But these guys in the academy are never going to get Premier League experience unless there's a situation like there is now at the club where, we should maybe be blooding them and just give them an opportunity for that match day experience.
Yeah, we're on our arses for injury, so why not take the opportunity to give these young lads a shot? I think the bench for me is the most frustrating thing that we're seeing repeated time after time now, because not only is the two keepers, but I think we had Diallo in the last 2 benches as well. Somebody from our academy that we are releasing. That must be so frustrating for the likes of Harrison, who's directly quoted in saying, I want a direct route to first team football. Had chances to play with Man City's first team as well as our own, and he's still not deemed worthy enough for it, but somebody who we're releasing is. That's just not making any sense. It doesn't mean you have to play the lads. You know, we're not suggesting that we're going to have to play 2 keepers with who you've got on the bench. So what makes the difference? Why not give them the exposure that'll be so beneficial to them to just be around the team on match day?
Yeah, it's a good point. Scotty says, what's your score predictions today, lads? And Lady Sam. Also, Lady Sam loved last night's rant, slap the haters down. Yeah, she did that. I can't remember. Billy, what did you go with?
3-2, I think, Newcastle.
I'm pretty sure I went 3-2 as well.
2-1.
Or did I go 2-2? I can't remember. You've got 2-1, Sam. So there you go. That's our predictions. JP, we need an early goal today and then keep pushing on. Can't go defensive against this lot. I don't think we can go defensive against anybody, to be honest. We tried that a few times against teams this season and it hasn't worked. Paul, looking forward to seeing your funny commentary. You and Billy are class. Thank you very much, Stuart. Love how Sam pronounces Isak. How do you say Isaac, don't you?
I don't want to say it anymore.
Well, he was Sammy was a singer, or he still is a singer. Chris Isaac. I'll never dream that I'd meet somebody like you. You know that Chris Isaac. It was Chris Isaac that sang that. I could have just totally embarrassed myself there, but never mind.
Wicked game, yeah. It was definitely Chris Isaac.
Oh yes, it was. Yeah.
Music to top yourself too.
Absolutely. Sorry.
Music to top yourself. Really depressing music, wasn't it? His stuff. Christ.
Mental health charities are available, everybody. Indeed. Please speak out. Jesus.
Just don't put any Chris Isaac on.
Well, yeah, that could be an idea, yeah. Asians of Mumu says, Sam is made from garters. Garters. Aye, she is. Aye, she was. I went to the mental Scottish land last night. She did. Aye. I don't know where this show's going so far. I mean, please, God, 11 minutes to kick off. Let's hope it's soon.
What does that word mean? What does that mean?
What? Girders?
Yeah.
It's where Iron Brew's made, Sam. You know, like when the advert says made in Scotland from girders.
Girders are what holds up buildings, basically, big metal.
Yes, but girders is the firm that makes Iron Brew, is it not?
No, it's Bars Iron Brew.
Yeah, but girders.
That's the advert. That was the advert.
I know it's.
Paul, stop with the accents. How many times? I mean, I was impressed with your singing, mind.
Well, yeah. I do sing a bit, right. Sam. Yeah, I have sang a bit in the, especially during lockdown.
Well, I used to your impressions were as good.
Sorry, Billy?
Do a Proclaimer song. You can sing and do a Scottish accent at the same time, then.
People don't want to hear that. Not this time of the day, anyway. Tony Shoot says, G'day from down under. Go the Toon. I mean, we're all over the world again this afternoon by the looks of things. Get subscribed, guys, if you're not already. We are a worldwide channel now on the Toon Review, and we really want to get to 30,000 subscribers very soon so we can have a big party. I don't know. I think Billy's doing a belly dance for everybody. I think Billy's doing a live version of Billy's Beef. So that could be interesting for 30,000 subscribers. And then we'll obviously ride in the ambulance with him after he's done the skipping. He can do a live, still be on live from the back of an ambulance. Nigel says you can kiss a nun once, you can kiss a nun twice, but you mustn't get into the habit. Oh, dear God. Nigel. Alexander says playing youngsters can prove they belong under pressure. We're chasing any Europe, and the pressure can bring the best out of the young'uns. Well, I think actually, Billy, that sometimes the young'uns play without the pressure because, there's nothing to lose for them. And we've seen youngsters come through in the past and have brilliant games. You look back at Matty Longstaff against Manchester United back a few years back. These kids come in wanting to prove something, but they also go out there and enjoy themselves.
100%, and it's beneficial to the club, isn't it? Because if you do and rather a little genius, then you're quidsing at the Leeds, ain't you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, the likes of Paul Huntington years ago against Man United scoring a goal against them. David Edgar, I think, did the same.
David Edgar did, yeah.
Never seen before. Come in, played without any pressure, no nerves, nothing, and scored and did really well. So, yeah, it's mad that he's playing two keepers, one of which is absolutely awful as well. Let's not forget that Mark Gillespie, only in the squad for his social activities and kind of making parties for people. So it's mental, really, how he's on the bench when you could have anyone from the U team set up in it. Really, it's mad.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Rachel struggles to find a good desk chair as well. She gets dizziness, which I suffer a lot of, obviously, with the Parkinson's. So anyone out there, any chair companies watching this, or anyone that knows chair companies and would like maybe to work with the Toon Review, bit of sponsorship, bit of advertisement for your chair company. Hey, Sam, people have done that many times on YouTube, by the way, promoting chairs and desks and things like that. So if anybody's out there that's interested in maybe doing a little promo with the Toon Review, feel free to get in touch.
It makes sense. We can replay that bit on transfer day when your chair fell and it looked like it was super uncomfortable for you. That was funny.
Well,
that could
Sam,
be the
if
start
it
of
makes any consolation to you, it did hurt. Lots. With regard to transfers, how much is Ndoggy in the window? Oh, dear God. Dear me. They're all out today. Kurt says, why Murphy playing left back when Hall and Tino are on the bench? Murphy won't be playing left back. He'll be playing right back. He can't play left back, surely. Christ. Oh, dear. Leonardo says, don't nuns wear thongs of praise?
Oh, gosh.
That's brilliant. That is a really good one.
I like that.
Yeah. Toon Gamer, thank you for your super chat. Big game for Murphy after his horror show last week. Yeah, we've got to expect a bit better, Sam, today from him, can't we?
Oh, absolutely. I think he just had an absolute shocker. He couldn't have been happy with that performance at all. We know that when he's on his game, he does have moments of greatness. So yeah, we need to see a complete turnaround from that, because it was awful to watch. Awful.
Yeah, it was. Billy, I mean, you said last week, if he has a bad start, it stays with a bad start. It doesn't tend to get any better with Jacob Murphy. So we need to be aware, just see how he does in the opening minutes of the game as to how he's going to perform for the rest of it.
Generally, that's the case, yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing that's general about him is after he's had a real stinker, he generally follows up with an absolute blinding game. So let's hope that's the case as well today.
Yeah. Crin says, greetings from Sweden. Sveriges. Grab your granny. We're going to bingo. I hope she's going to bingo today. Again, time will tell. Daniel says, Paul, sing us a song with all bagpipes and iron girders. No. Jock says, iron brew made by my great-great-uncle. And if you believe that, you'll believe anything. Good afternoon, Jock. The injury in my ears. Love you. Jesus, there's some cheeky people out there. Anyone seen the lineup order and get triggered thinking Isak is injured again, not being at the bottom of the sheet? I have to say, when I did open it, Stephen, and I looked, I tend to look straight down the bottom for the front three, and it was a little confusing. I have to say, they've done it very differently today. They need to get that back to, or maybe it's when they got the team sheet, they thought, what the hell is this formation? And just decided to put the names on the team sheet and thought, whoever's doing social media today thought, screw it. I don't know what's going on. Scotty says, Miley under Howe wouldn't have got into the starting lineup if it wasn't for injuries, but trust in Howe. John says, I agree, young players need a chance, especially ones like Alfie, no pressure and want to prove themselves. Bandit says, what time are we going for the first injury? Well, I said 7 minutes, me. I don't know about you guys, but I said 7.
I don't think there'll be any today.
I'm not gonna tempt fate.
Billy, that's very rambunctious of you to say.
We can't keep having injuries game in, game out. Of course, it's got to stay in at some point.
We've had it all season, Billy.
Well, it's about due that it ain't then, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Gibbles Golf, thank you for your super chat. Much appreciated. No comment there, but thank you very, very much for that. Right, Sam, we'll catch up with you at half-time. Hopefully you'll be in a good mood and we're winning the game.
God forbid if I'm not in a good mood, but yes, let's do this.
Enjoy it. See you soon.
Catch you later.
See you in a bit,
So
Sam.
there you go. Sam will be back on at half-time with hopefully Stato as well. So the four of us giving some half-time analysis. Well, I was about to hiccup there, Billy, and it got kind of stuck there. Right, let's bring up the game. And hopefully, Billy, we are in sync. I'm just looking around St. James's Park right now.
As am I, yeah. At the flags. Yeah, and the team's just coming out the tunnel. Or just going into the tunnel. Spurs and horrible brown kit thing. Ugh.
Oh, it's minging. It's minging. It's absolutely minging, Billy.
Yeah, it really is bad.
But
Semolina, And the goalkeeper's got like
hang on a minute, Billy.
What?
And all the disabled kids are coming out with Newcastle, which is great to see. Absolutely fabulous.
It is brilliant.
I am pretty sure that I just saw Michael Oliver pick that ball up there coming out the tunnel, Billy.
I don't know. Isn't it Harrington or someone?
It's supposed to be, yeah. But if he is, he looks very much like Michael Oliver.
Well, I bet that'd be an interesting move, won't it? If we've kind of snuck him in.
Well, we're going along the line now. It's not, is it? No. Yeah, he doesn't half look like him, though, doesn't he?
The linesman, I think, does.
No, the referee, Billy. Right, I'm just looking at the Newcastle team now, Billy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, okay. So just to go over it again, guys, Dubravka in goal. According to this, it's got Jacob Murphy at left back. It won't happen like that. I'm sure he's going to be right back. Kraft and Murphy on the full backs, Sharon Byrne in the middle. We've got a middle three of Longstaff, Bruno and Anderson, and a front three of Gordon, Isak and Harvey Barnes. So that is the Newcastle United lineup this afternoon. I'm expecting us to play a very attacking game. I don't think we actually play any other normally. Certainly at St James's Park, we want to have a very good start to this game. 2 goalkeepers on the bench, which is a bit disappointing. Dummett, Ritchie, Hall, Livramento, White, Murphy, and Ben Parkinson are the substitutes. For Tottenham, they line up as follows. They're going with Vicario in goal, Porro, Romero, Van der Heck? The goalkeeper, Van der Ven, sorry, and Ndoggy, a very, very, very good left back. They go through a middle, they're going sort of a 4-2-3-1 with Basuma and Bentancur sitting in front of the back four. Then they've sort of got an attacking midfield of Johnson, Madison, and Timo Werner with Son as the lone striker. It's going to be an interesting start, this, Billy. We have to start well. We simply have to.
We really do, and that's that front four of Spurs. I mean, it's so fluid; it can operate any way.
Yeah.
Werner can go through the middle. Of course, he gets himself offside an awful lot, but they're so dangerous. And Johnson's got all the tricks of the trade. Madison pulling the strings.
They've got pace, haven't they? Which is,
hard to
I mean, we've got pace as well, but we've, Dubravka hugging Isak there.
I think Isak saying, "I wish I could play against you every week."
Billy, I have a feeling that Kraft is starting right back. Now, just the position he's taken up there on the pitch.
What's the black armbands for?
I don't actually know. I think there's a minute silence going to happen anyway. They are lining up around the centre circle, so there is going to be a little delay to kick off. By the way, guys, if you are watching this live and you are ahead...
Joking here.
Oh, joking here, of course. Guys, if you are ahead of us today, please do make sure that you put no spoilers in the chat. Wait until me and Billy have commentated on the game, and then, of course, we'll all have a bit of a comment on that together. Just be respectful to people that can't actually watch the game live and are listening to the commentary. Don't put anything in to spoil it for us, or the mods will warn you, they'll remove you. Just let's be enjoying the match day live as we normally do all together. If you want to pause it, if me and Billy haven't kicked off yet, if you want to pause it and wait till say, right, we're underway, feel free to do so. But Newcastle will be kicking towards the Leazes end in the first half. The camera's panned right out of the stadium, so we can't actually see how they've lined up here. We're back in the stadium now. Very good round of applause that for Joe Kinnear.
Yeah, ex-Spurs as well, wasn't he? Played for Spurs for many years, and I saw today Daniel Levy and Darren Eales laying wreaths at some monument outside the ground. Might have even been Bobby Robson's statue. I'm not sure, but
yeah. Well, it's going to be Newcastle United to get us underway today, and taking the knee. It looks like they're starting with 3 centre back. It is 3. It's a 3-5-2, Billy, or 3-5-1.
It's 3-3-5 at the moment,
or 3-3-4-3. Well, we're underway. Oh no, we're not. Let's just stop that.
There's nobody down here with the left back roller, is there? So
no, they've got 3 centre backs there. We are now underway, by the way. I have no idea what this lineup is, what this formation is, but it certainly looks like it's a little bit different today. Well,
it's Murphy right back, Kraft centre half, Share.
Well, Anderson's playing left wing back.
It looks like at the minute, yeah. I mean, good Lord. I mean, it's
very strange lineup. But at the minute, Tottenham are on the attack and Shea has to get a header away. And they're in immediately, Spurs. And there's Emil Kraft to come across and give it to Murphy on the far side. Murphy plays it up the line as far as Gordon. Gordon tucks it in nicely. And we bring it forward looking for Isak's run. But good defending that by Van der Ven.
He's very quick, isn't he, Van der Ven?
Yeah, he is. He's got a lot of pace about him, undoubtedly. But Spurs there indicating, Billy, that they're going to go for it right from the off here.
Well, why wouldn't you? I mean, with a weak defensive line, as we can see from the team sheet, you know, it's going to kind of, you know, really give them some impetus to go for it.
Yeah. And here is the first touch for Heung-min Son. Deep in his own half, and Shea comes across him and scythes him down to the ground there. Fabian Shea instantly giving an indication. I don't mind that, Billy. I don't mind that early in the game. Just rough him up a little bit, put him off his game.
Yeah, hopefully the referee's kind of took into account that it's early in the game and he's slightly off the pace and hasn't booked him. But yeah, he was that late. Nearly caught him in the bloody showers, didn't he?
Yeah, extremely late tackle. But anyway, no booking. Son immediately gets a touch and Tottenham come forward now looking for Werner on the left. Good interception by Murphy. Plays it straight into Anthony Gordon, who wants to go on a chase. And he's got a good chase here and he's beaten his man. Gordon's into the box, pulls it back too much. It was behind Alexander Isak, but Gordon's got the pace on him already, Billy.
Yeah, good race up between Gordon and Van der Ven, and people are saying Van der Ven's the quickest in the Premier League. Well, Gordon just went past him with ease.
Gordon disappeared, yeah. Cross comes in from Murphy. Isak misses his header and it's deflected out for a corner. I think Anderson was put off there because Isak kind of jumped for the ball, completely missed it.
Yeah.
Anderson got something on it and Pedro Porro deflects it out for a corner.
Yeah, close to handball as well, I've got to say.
Yeah. Eddie Howe just taking a drink of water. Gordon comes across. Steady breeze going across St James's Park towards the Leazes today.
Nice Newcastle. Newcastle low, but I mean,
yeah, indeed.
This is the kind of area that we are that they are dangerous from because of counter-attacks.
Yeah, and we've gone for the short corner and we win another corner from it. Kind of, I don't like them short corners, I have to say. Simon Yorkshire, thank you very much for your super chat. We can win this. Barnes, Gordon and Isak. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's where the game is going to be won for me, out front three. I don't think there's anywhere else, really. I mean, we've got some really good pace up front. But set pieces is going to be interesting as well. See what we get from them today. Gordon takes another corner. This time he can't beat the first man at the near post and it's headed away. Murphy comes back and touches it back to Longstaff. Didn't decide to go back to Dubravka. Went back to Murphy and heart and mouth stuff. Kraft plays it forward. Not a great ball, but that's... And Doggy just heads it straight out under no pressure at all. Decides to head it out for a throw to Newcastle, which Anderson takes quickly. Gets Barnes away down the left-hand side. And Doggy comes across and that looks like a corner. But the referee gives a goal kick. Of course he does. But, you know, Tottenham showing very early doors, Billy, but then we come straight back the other end of the pitch saying, well, if you're going to go for us, we're going to go for you.
I was very pleased with the attacking intent that we've shown so far. I've got to say, it's direct, it's pace, and Spurs found wanting it. You know, Gordon against Van der Ven. Wasn't expecting Van der Ven to be outrun by Gordon, but he did, and quite easily as well.
Yeah, he was. Tottenham taking a long time to get this goal kick sorted. It's up the line now. Werner. That's a great turn by Timo Werner and spins back again. But the Basuma, I think, lost the ball there. Won it back. Tottenham have it back now, bursting forward. Here's Timo Werner. He wants to go for a run against Emil Kraft. Kraft holds him up. No foul. Werner's kicking off with a referee. I didn't see anything wrong there from Emil Kraft. He just held him up, Billy.
Yeah, terrible pass for Murphy afterwards, though, which was...
it was. Yeah, Tottenham have got it back with Undoggy. I mean, I know it's Udoggy, but we like Undoggy on this channel.
We do.
Porro to Van der Ven now. Cross to Undoggy again. He brings it over the halfway line for Spurs. Well, he didn't spot the run of Son there. It was a very, very good run and broke through our defenders, Billy. If he'd have seen that pass, Son might have been in on goal there. Here is Son. Has a look at what's available. Little 1-2 with Maddison. Moves the ball across again. Son has to go back. And now to the right-hand side for Spurs is Porro. Now Tottenham trying just to slowly build up with Basuma here, but good pressure that by Newcastle, and we forced Tottenham to go back to Vicario. Good pressing that from Newcastle United, Billy, and forcing Tottenham back from that position.
Yeah, excellent.
Good turn that. And Doggy now breaks down the left-hand side. And a 1-2 keeps Doggy going to the byline. Kraft's gone with him. Kraft does well to cover. Corner to Spurs. Good defending, Emil Kraft, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely. And Doggy's very dangerous going forward, and he'll go into the box for the corner as well. He's an excellent player. Did you know he's got a daughter called Beyonce, by the way?
Has he?
Yeah, Destiny's Child is called Beyonce.
Oh, dear God.
I'll get my coat.
Yeah, please do. Tottenham trying to fill the area now. I mean, they've got a little bit of height in there as well. Van der Ven looks a bit taller than Fabian Schär there. Maddison and Porro over this ball. Maddison's going to whip it in on his right foot. Flicked onto the back post. Werner is there for Spurs. I think Werner's claiming everything at the minute. Handballs and all sorts. That's got to be that's a terrible tackle by Basuma. And, for me, I mean, Barnes was aware there, and Basuma takes a bit of a... Oh, that's not a bad ball. Vicario messing around with it. Half volley up the field. Dan Burn there with a powerful header to nobody. Oh, good bit of... Oh, my God, that's a good bit of play. Now down the right-hand side. And Burn again, struggling for pace here. Whipped across. Unmarked is it? What a big miss that is from Tino Werner. He is unmarked at the back post. And he fires it over the bar. Why did he not just head that into the net, Billy?
Strange, but Dan Burn got totally done there by Johnson, didn't he? It's a great cross, and then he's tried to...
Oh, that's awful from Werner.
It's come off his instep over the bar.
Oh, dear. Dear. What a big chance that is. But where was the marking there?
Well, we lost the ball, didn't we? It was just, we were going to go forward and then had to go back quickly. Werner was in, and Paul Hollywood wasn't very happy on the sidelines with that.
No, he wasn't. But Brennan Johnson there just disappeared into the night sky against Dan Burn.
He did.
Very, very wary of that for the rest of the game. But we know what Brennan Johnson brings. Very good signing for Spurs, of course, from Nottingham Forest. I think we were linked with him at one stage as well, Billy.
Yeah. He's a good player, isn't he?
Son knocked off the ball.
Kicked him again.
Yeah, he did. He's had a very rough ride early doors as Hyun-Min Son, and doesn't look too happy there. Well, that's not where the free kick happened. I can guarantee you that. But, what the hell? Let's just play on, shall we?
What colour is that Spurs kick? Because it's absolutely abhorrent, isn't it?
Well, it's like a grey-brown, isn't it? I've got no idea. Isn't it? It's minging. Burns header, and Kraft takes it down on his chest, says the referee.
Oh,
Murphy's lost it again, and we are defending again now. Maddison brings it forward for Spurs, spins, lays it inside to Son, back to Basuma. Basuma loses the ball. Good work from Anthony Gordon there, and a little 1-2 with Isak sets Newcastle away down the right-hand side. Gordon's got 3 to aim at. He's found Harvey Barnes. Just a bit of a heavy touch from Harvey. And, Porro managed to get back and put it out for a corner. But once again, Billy, Anthony Gordon, left or right, it doesn't matter. He's still bloody great.
It's a brilliant. If he could have brought that down with his first touch, with his right foot, he was going to score there. Brilliant defender from Pirate to get back. But Gordon looks a real threat to Spurs. He really does. He's been outstanding so far. Yeah,
it was a nice one too, that with Isak, wasn't it? Just set us away.
Really nice. And that high line again, it's dangerous if we've got base against it. We have. And Gordon's got all of it. So
I'm not too happy with Murphy's start, Billy. That's twice, 2 or 3 times he's given it away in the first 10 minutes already.
I'm not sure he's entirely convinced where he's played, if I'm perfectly frank.
Yeah, he looks confused. Corner in, ball's bouncing around, and how has that not gone in the back of the net from Bruno? I will never know.
He's down, he took a kick there.
It was excellent defending, I think, at the end of the day. In it comes. It's
offside, isn't it, surely?
Well, Basuma's managed to get a head on it, a foot on it to clear it as Bruno was going. I mean, I don't know. Would that have been offside? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure Bruno's really hurt there, Billy, to be honest.
No, nor me.
But anyway, Newcastle have another corner with Anthony Gordon. That one was put in exactly the right place there to cause all sorts of panic. This one goes to the back post, and it's a header from Harvey Barnes, which he doesn't get much on, and it's out for a goal kick. But this is, it's as we expected, Billy. Both defences are looking shaky, and it's how we previewed it, really.
That's a terrible header from Harvey Barnes. He
should have done a lot better, shouldn't he? Yeah.
But both sides, Newcastle look very threatening from set pieces and with the pace as well. It's quite encouraging, actually, from an offensive point of view. Defensively, not so much, I don't think.
Just ticked over the 10-minute mark at St James's Park, still goalless, but chances at both ends. The biggest one falling to Timo Werner, who inexplicably ballooned it over the bar, which would have given Spurs the lead. However, we're used to seeing that with Timo Werner. And it's Undogi to take this throw in. That's not the best of headers from Son. I mean, it was a terrible throw because it was expecting Son to jump 6 foot in the air. Now Bruno for Newcastle. All the way back to Fabian Schär. Schär's got Burn in support. Burn now will look to this near side and Harvey Barnes. Barnes has a little look at Porro, looked as if he's going to go on a run. Almost got a little flick through to Elliot Anderson. But good defending by Porro. Plays it out for a throw in. And Anderson will take the throw. Anderson's definitely playing as a left wing back, Billy. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But he's done really well there. And again, Spurs again swamp him. Where was the help for Anderson there?
No whatsoever there, was there? It was,
no.
Pressure was this.
Vicario kept his cool there, getting it out to Porro, and eventually the winner goal kick, Ricochet, again helping the opposition. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from us going forward, Billy. I have to say, we're playing some decent stuff going forward. It's just that sort of final ball again, but we're only 11 minutes in, but it's positive.
Yeah, absolutely. We look very threatening going forward. There's no way on God's earth this game ends 0-0. I've got to say that straight away now.
Yeah, I'll be staggered if it finishes 0-0. Long header from Kraft forward, turned by Anthony Gordon. Good work by Van der Ven, getting it to Undogi. Out to the left to Timo Werner. Gets it back now to Van der Ven. And it goes back to Vicario in the Tottenham goal. And he takes his time, letting his team reset.
I mean, this time last year we were 3 up, weren't we?
Yes, Billy. We were. I wasn't going to mention that though, Billy. Because I don't want to sort of, tip the scales in Spurs' favour this time. But that's gone straight down the middle. And again, Johnson is chased.
The keeper.
I mean, a little bit careless. That is Brennan Johnson. Bentancur. Madison now looking to try and pull the strings for Tottenham, see if he can create anything. Bentancur knocks it back to Basuma. Basuma's pass is very heavy across to Undogi, but he takes it well. Out to the left-hand side now, Timo Werner. Werner is faced with Murphy in front of him. Murphy got the block in, but it falls to Undogi again. Sorry, Basuma. Undogi's gone further up the pitch. Madison, oh, what a ball that is. And then across, but eventually too silky. Barnes messing around. Sorry, Anderson got a bit lucky there, trying to dribble his way out, but he does get the foul and a free kick to Newcastle United. It's exactly as we previewed, Billy. Both defences look a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, 100%. Both sides have got excellent forward lines, and both defences look a bit shaky. It's going to be interesting how this one ends up. Whoever gets the first goal, I think, could be key here. Yeah,
that's a great ball out to Barnes on the left-hand side here. Anderson makes a run in front of him. Barnes brilliantly into the box. It's still Harvey Barnes and a brilliant block in the end by Romero. Or that was a goal. That looked like a simple tap in for Isak behind him. Yeah. But a brilliant run from Barnes. He expected him to cut inside. Barnes went to the byline. But Romero just got a leg out, Bill.
He went past Pedro Porro with absolute ease there, didn't he? 5 corners already, and we're in the 14th minute. Unbelievable start from Newcastle United from an attacking point of view.
Indeed. It's very positive stuff. And Gordon will take this corner again. In swinger into the penalty area towards the back post again. And Vicario actually did very well. He gets his hand on it and then he gets a free. Oh, well.
What's a bit of drama there.
Isak sort of just hanging on the edge of the box there, wasn't he? And was it Isak?
It's bollocks.
He slipped over. He slipped over. Yeah, me. That's a little bit of a strange one for you, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, absolutely. But it is a free kick anyway for the slip. I mean, he lost his footing completely there and got a free kick. Astounding. Never mind. The goal kick is long towards this near side. Bruno wins the header, but it drops for Heung-min Son. He's definitely not playing as an out-and-out striker today, Billy. He's all over the field, this kid.
I hope he stays that deep all the game because he's very deep,
absolutely. That's a good throw-in down the line, though. Brennan Johnson has it, turns for Spurs, faced by Dan Burn, knocks it back. Nice little bit of play that by Tottenham. Son, we've got to be careful of this guy on the far side. Chance here for Spurs. Shot comes in, it's blocked by Son, of all people. So Bruno brings it away. Lovely little clip to Jacob Murphy, but Why hasn't he allowed play to go on there if that was offside?
I don't know. He just...
But I'm worried about the space Werner's getting on this far side, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure Kraft knows where he's playing. I mean, at the minute, Murphy's playing in the centre half there.
Yeah, I mean, it is offside. It hits Son. But again, that's a foul again. Barnes has been hauled down a few times already in this first 15.
Yeah, Pedro Porro, he's supposed to be a new player this year, but he started the game exactly as he did last year.
He has. Shares ball out the right-hand side now to Jacob Murphy. In turn, goes down the line for Anthony Gordon. Gordon now going against Van der Ven again. Is Longstaff playing, Billy? Because I don't think I've mentioned him once in this first 15 minutes.
He's playing a covering role, isn't he? At least he hasn't given the ball away.
Well, he's never had the ball to give away.
That's
a bad ball by Bruno, and it's Gordon can't keep that in. We need to be a little bit better there. That was too easy. Too easy of a pass to mess up like that. Anyway, and Doggy's going to take this through in. Nearly 1,700 people watching. Thank you very much for tuning into Matchday Live right here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. As we see Isak cutting inside here. Isak out to Barnes. Barnes in the penalty area. He saw a gap to shoot, but it was just closed down in time.
Do you know what? We should have been given the free kick there because Isak got brought down after he gave the ball away.
Absolutely he did, but the referees allowed play to go on, and now suddenly a whole load of space opens up for Tottenham in the middle of the park here. Out to Werner on the left-hand side. Werner's got Maddison in support. Here is James Maddison for Tottenham. Inside, nice little bit of play there by Tottenham. Maddison gets it back. He goes to the byline, pulls it back. That was too easy, but Werner's fluffed it up again, Billy.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That was a simple tapping for a left footer, but of course he's right-footed, Werner, but that was awful. Dear God, as Vicario comes out his box now, challenged by Isak, stays very calm. It's not the best of balls from Vicario, but good bit of play by Brennan Johnson to save the day there.
Yeah, we look very open. Murphy and Kraft haven't got a clue where they're playing. I've got to say that from for now. It's
great bit of play from Maddison again. And Ndoggy plays it into Son. Son flicks it on, looking for Brennan Johnson, who was trying to cut in from the right. Bruno now sends a beautiful ball out to the left to Alexander Isak. Can he keep it in? No, is the answer to that. And throw in Tottenham. Yeah, it was a good spot by Bruno, that. But again, Timo Werner, brilliant bit of play this by Tottenham. And Maddison here sells Murphy completely, pulls it back. He's got to do better there, Billy. Jesus Christ. Look at Ange in the background. He's thinking, holy shit, man. What do I do with this kid?
Kraft and Murphy have got to sort themselves out because neither are playing. No, it's all down that left-hand side for Spurs. Kraft and Murphy are interchanging. They've got to talk to each other. Simple as that.
Yeah. Just over 18 minutes gone at St James's. We're still goalless, although there's been opportunities at both ends, as we expected. As Longstaff heads it back to Byrne. And Byrne gets it back now to Dubravka, who plays it straight back to Byrne, who's under pressure immediately from Johnson. Byrne chips it down the line for Barnes. Barnes with a little flick on, didn't quite work there. And Brennan Johnson gets it back for Spurs. Porro, nice bit of play that by Tottenham. And here they come down this right-hand side this time. It's Johnson, plays it inside to Maddison. Maddison almost tried a nice little turn there, but Bruno read it well. And Bruno brings it away out of defence, but then gives it away. And we are under pressure here. Isak trying to make a run, but a miscommunication. And here's Bentancur for Tottenham now. Inside to Porro. Porro, Bentancur. Porro. Little 1-2s. And then it's back to Romero. Plays it across to Van der Ven. Van der Ven will go left to Ndoggy now. He's got Werner in front of him. Doesn't use him this time. Cuts back and goes back to Basuma. Basuma now. Takes his time. Couple of spins. Back to Ndoggy. Back to Basuma. Tottenham prepared just to pass it around. Reset a couple of times. And Newcastle playing chase ball at the minute. Romero on the halfway line for Spurs. Plays it out to the right-hand side now to Porro. Sorry, it's Bentancur this. Back to Romero again. Just walks it up the field. Across to Van der Ven. To Ndoggy. Ndoggy this time having a run at Anthony Gordon. Now out to Werner on the left-hand side. He's got Maddison in support behind him. Werner goes down. No free kick again. And Gordon decides to go for a run and is wiped out by James Maddison. And I think Maddison's going to go in the book for that. That was nasty.
Yeah, I should think so too. And he shouldn't be playing today after last week's punch in the stomach. And if the referee's going to ignore that, then there's something wrong.
I'm not sure he has been booked there, Billy, but this is, look at that. Comes across and shoulders him and then puts his arms up. How he can't say that he's blocked him off there, I do not know.
a yellow card all day long.
And I think that's what Newcastle are trying to insinuate here.
Especially after last week when he's punched somebody in the stomach and got away with it.
Yeah, I think, Fabian Scher's asking the question there, but I don't think he's been booked, Billy. There's certainly no confirmation.
Well, it's interesting to see now when we're in a defensive lineup, when Spurs have the ball attacking us, Murphy playing at right wing back. When we were attacking, Kraft shifts over and Murphy goes up the line. So that's how we're doing it. In attack, Murphy becomes a right hand side midfield player. In defence, right back. Isak's
offside there. I saw that on my way. Isak, you've got to be better than that, mate. I mean, it was a good header by Murphy, and had Isak just looked along the line and held it, I mean, we would have been in a much better position there. That's just a lazy offside for me, Billy.
Yeah, just wasn't aware of his surroundings, was he? And if he'd had a quick check around him, then he'd have been fine, but unfortunately he didn't. 4
attempts each so far in this first half, none on target for either side. Thanks to Timo Werner. Here's Basuma. Can't really control that, but somehow keeps going. And, well, was it Murphy went flying there? Nothing given. Gordon was appealing for a free kick. I'm not sure that was a late tackle. We've got to be quick here. Cher plays it. That's a brilliant ball. And now Newcastle moving forward now. Barnes on the left-hand side again. He's got Anderson making a run. Barnes drops it for Anderson. Doesn't work again. They just need a little bit better cohesion, those two. And I think once that happens, they can give teams a lot of problems. But Dan Burn brings down Maddison now.
Maddison wants him to get booked. Look at this.
I don't know how he dares. Maddison, you've got...
You're a knob.
I'm sorry, but Maddison's just got away with the booking. So how can it... I mean, this should have been a booking, Billy. I mean, I'm under no illusion. He drags him, but I mean, really,
him, actually.
Really.
That's pathetic for Maddison. Absolutely pathetic.
I mean, if Maddison had kept his feet, he could have kept going there, and Tottenham could have been in.
What an absolute arse wipe.
Well, he's cheated us before, hasn't he, James Maddison? No surprise there.
And you can't understand why Bird hasn't got a booking yet. He's just doing exactly the same thing, but worse. A minute before, and didn't get
to stop Tottenham breaking.
What an absolute tit.
Dear me.
You just look like Michael Oliver, actually, Paul. You're quite right.
Yeah. There should have been 2 bookings, Billy. Maddison should have been booked earlier. Burn should have been booked there. I mean, there wasn't a lot of contact, to be fair, but it was still infringement. Here's Son for Spurs. Good strength. That good bit of play again by Fabian Cher, bringing it away, looking for the left foot ball into Isak. Cher, that is superb stuff from the centre-back.
Outstanding. And Barnes didn't do him any favours there, did he?
Well, I think he was looking for Barnes to make a run, but he didn't.
Exactly. And he didn't know, just stood there watching.
Dubravka's got to get a move on here, and he does. Plays a ball. It's a good ball, actually, out to the right-hand side to Jacob Murphy. Murphy goes back now to Emil Kraft. Kraft into Longstaff. Longstaff far too slow and loses the ball again in a dangerous position. And here comes Spurs with Maddison. Maddison still nipping at Longstaff, but eventually Bruno brings it away for Newcastle. And again, slow, sloppy shite from Longstaff, Billy.
Yeah, did really well there. Kraft to get it over and cover.
Jesus Christ.
Really did the rebound Longstaff again. We've seen him get caught out with that many times this season. But
so again, slow on the ball, man.
He's not fit, is he?
Well, I mean... We've got to say that, haven't we? Because he's admitted to that. But that's dear. Anyway, Dan Burn has it in our own penalty area right now. Down the line to Harvey Barnes on this near side. Barnes looks for options, goes back to Dan Burn. Burn back on his left foot, clips it forward, and clips it out to play.
Yeah, that's poor. The pass back from Barnes was poor there. He get Dan
well, it shouldn't have gone back, should it? I mean, Tottenham are pressing our back line very, very well. It causes us to make a few errors.
I'd like to see Harvey Barnes perform more like he did against Fulham, which means going on the outside now and again as well. He's a bit predictable today so far.
Yeah. Well, he did go to the byline once, Billy, when he took Porro for a ride.
Did he give a free kick there? No, he ain't.
No. Here's Van der Ven now, just inside Newcastle United's half. Werner on the left-hand side. Werner brings it down, back to Van der Ven. Tottenham again decide they will patiently build here. Newcastle keeping a very interesting 5 at the back there. You can see it. You can see the 5 lined up now when we're defending.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-4-1 formation when we're defending.
Yeah, it's very PSG away kind of formation, isn't it, at the minute?
It certainly is. Very difficult to break down that kind of formation, but we could have been broken a couple of times.
Yeah.
Glenn Ringer says, injured or not, you cannot carry Longstaff at this level. Good interception by Murphy. Can he get Gordon away? Gordon cuts inside the field now. Gordon challenged, and he's got a free kick. And again, Tottenham feel like they got the ball, but that's a painful one on the ankle for Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, 2 of them took him down. It was just 1. Massive threat.
See it again. Great work by Murphy. Clips it forward to Anthony Gordon. Gordon's got Van der Ven worrying. I think it was, well, I don't know who brought him down there. It was a kind of sandwich between Van der Ven and Werner. I think Werner initially brought him down. Van der Ven was going for the ball. Gordon's up and fine, by the way. There's no issues with his ankle there. And again, having a chat with the referee. I'm not sure what's going on here.
The ref's doing quite well to keep his card in his pocket, to be honest. But there's a couple of times he should have brought him out. But
well, I mean, look, we complain that sometimes the referees are card happy, and then when referees are trying to continue the game, but his card is out here for Van der Ven. Van der Ven is the one that's getting the booking here for Spurs.
Yeah, I think that's the amount of free kicks he's given away so far, rather than that one. It's accumulation for me, that.
Yeah. But good opportunity here, Billy. A decent free kick position.
Well, Jacob Murphy's been given the responsibility. It looks like. I mean, Anthony Gordon's there also, but
yeah,
it's going to be a cross in, looking for the big heads of Cher or Dan Burn or someone of that ilk. Yeah. Very high line from Spurs, though.
It's going to be Murphy. It's definitely Murphy to take this, because Gordon hasn't got a left foot. He steps over it. Gordon swings in, and there's 2 players gone down there. Longstaff is one of them, but the other one was a Spurs player. I think it was just a tangle of legs. There was no real appeal from anybody. So now it's back with Emil Kraft on the halfway line. Kraft will look to the right-hand side. Long, high ball into the air for Dan Burn. Burn brings it down really well. Plays it out to Murphy. Murphy cuts in on his right foot now. Murphy lays it into Isak. Isak to Longstaff. Longstaff has Harvey Barnes in support. Sorry, Elliot Anderson on this left-hand side. Anderson cuts in on his right, tries to cross it. It's blocked and out for a Tottenham throw.
What?
I can only think it took a last deflection off Anderson. He looks very confused about the situation. Doesn't really look like a big reaction from the crowd either. So Spike says, once again, we are playing with 10 men. Yep, I agree with that. I mean, Longstaff's done literally nothing in this game, apart from give the ball away. And Newcastle eventually win a free kick, which Tottenham are very, very upset about.
It's a Spurs free kick.
Oh, Spurs free kick. Sorry, what am I talking about? Give my heat a shake. Oh, coming up to half an hour, Billy. Just over 28 minutes gone. What's your verdict so far?
Yeah, I'm amazed it's 0-0 still, to be fair.
It's
very attacking both sides. Both sides have had chances. Spurs probably have the better ones, the more clear-cut ones. But yeah, it's 0-0. And as I say, I don't see it ending like that at all. But some promising signs for Newcastle in attack, although not for the past 10 minutes or so, I've got to say.
As we've seen, some of the kids who are using those sensory shirts today experience the atmosphere in the ground.
Fantastic.
Look like they have a great time. Fabulous to see that.
Yeah, smiles on the faces. That's what we want to see, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Play back underway now as Romero walks the ball into the Newcastle half. And again, a good run made there by...
someone's got to put pressure on the ball.
Son, great chance, but he couldn't take it.
Yeah,
and his first touch went down.
Yeah, but allowing Romero to walk forward there. Isak standing 5 yards away. Doesn't even attempt to go to the ball. Yeah,
very frustrating that. And again, I mean, had Son took that down first time, if you look at Dubravka, he's nowhere near Billy. He's in no man's land.
Yeah, it's 1-0 Spurs, 100%. Really poor though to allow Romero to just walk forward. No one put any pressure on him whatsoever, and then picked out a great ball, which more luck than judgment didn't end up in a goal.
Yep, he's done Burn to Harvey Barnes. Bruno's missed it. And Tottenham have the ball back in a very dangerous situation here. Maddison through to Son. Son in the penalty area, tried to back heel to Maddison and it doesn't come off. But again, we get lucky. But now Anthony Gordon has the ball and Doggy all over him. But Gordon shakes him off like a rag doll and plays it through for Isak. Isak now in the penalty area. Isak buries it! And Newcastle take the lead. And it's a brilliant finish from Alexander Isak. Grab your granny, because yes, you guessed it. It's bingo time. What a finish, Billy. Brilliant work from Anthony Gordon to shake off on Doggy. He played it through to Alexander Isak, skips past his man Romero and into the back of the net.
I mean, that high line from Spurs, and Doggy's not even watching where the ball is. It's a great ball from Bruno to get... Oh, he's onside.
He's onside, yeah. He makes sure he's onside.
But how cool was this for me?
I mean, Van der Ven slipped, in all honesty. It wasn't, but the finish is exquisite.
Oh, it's a phenomenal breakaway goal, to be fair.
Yeah.
Brilliant from Gordon and the ice-cold assassin of Isak. Gimme a strike from Sweden. We've got one.
I mean, he is not missing that. It's a brilliant finish, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Van der Ven, I mean, he's beaten inside out by Isak there, isn't he? Yeah. And an absolute superb finish. And Jason Tyndall loved it. 1-0 to the Toon.
Well, Van der Ven was part of the people who were on Gordon. You know, him and Doggy were together, were beaten by Gordon. He got back and then got beaten again.
And we're in again here. Gordon, it's 2-0! It's 2-0! And Newcastle United are demolishing Tottenham here in St James's Park. Grab your granny, because Grandad says, I want to make love to you right now, Grandma. It's 2-0 to Newcastle! Seen the goal again. Billy Dan Bird does really well. It's a terrible back pass. And Gordon's in, beats Van der Ven inside out and smashes it past Vicario for 2-0.
Well, Pedro Porro again from last season. It's an awful back pass from him. Really poor. Van der Ven again gets done all ends up. God almighty. He's had an absolute shocker, Van der Ven, so far.
That's shocking defending, but it's a brilliant finish from Gordon. It's 2-0. I mean, this is madness.
It really is. But Gordon and Isak, you know, two of the best forward players in the Premier League. They've caused Spurs all.
Yeah.
Romero's getting flashbacks here, no doubt about it, and no doubt Pedro Porro will be as well after that awful back pass.
That was a terrible back pass, but credit Anthony Gordon. Once again, he's like a little terrier, doesn't give up on the ball, and it's 2-0 to the Toon. Un-bloody believable, guys. I mean, we were only describing the first goal, and then. I mean, dear me. When Tottenham concede, bloody hell do they concede?
Yeah, they've gone to pieces a little bit at the back, I've got to say.
Oh, my God, have they not? And again, a through ball, but Isak too far to the left this time. Vicario has the ball again. Be very wary about where he puts this one. Tries out to the left-hand side again, and he kicks it straight out of play. And good strength from Dan Burn as well on Brennan Johnson. Sends him into the dugouts. 2 shots on target for Newcastle, 2 goals. Clinical.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It really is brilliant. Oh, referee. I should think so as well.
Jock Barr, thank you for your super chat. He says, loving the deaf kids celebrating on TV. Yeah, it's fabulous to see. It really is. Rachel Pedley, thank you for your super chat. Set dizziness off with those goals, but worth it. Hell yes, Rachel. Hell yes. I mean, I'm not sure what the hell's going to happen to Granny if we score again, by the way. I really have no idea. It's become a bit of a thing now, this Granny thing, Billy.
Yeah.
People wondering what Granny's going to get up to next. Optimal Forager, absolutely. Thank you for your super chat. All right, lads, tune in to hear Paul shouting for Gordon's goal, hoping everyone is fine. We are Doodle Pip. It's 2-0 to Newcastle.
It's key now that we keep it like this for 5 or 10 minutes. You know, Don't give a silly goal away now and let Spurs back in the game.
Yeah. I mean, this is a team challenge for the Champions League here, Billy. You wouldn't have thought so. As we stand, we've gone above Manchester United and, of course, West Ham. We're now 6th in the table. And again, great work from Anderson. And Isak's in again. He can't bring it onto his right foot this time. Van der Ven actually does some defending this time and puts it out for a corner. But we are carving through them like a knife through hot beef.
I think Isak will be disappointed with that. I think he thinks he should have got in there, and he probably should have done. But Van der Ven, for once, did get back with his pace and got a foot in.
Well, he could have squared it as well. Longstaff was alongside him. Nobody marking Sean Longstaff there.
Well, they've obviously watched Sean Longstaff play. That's what they want.
It's a corner, anywho, which Anthony Gordon has come across to take yet again. And in it comes again to the back post. And again, we win the header, but it's over the bar from Dan Byrne. George, thank you very much for your super chat. Have Spurs self-destructed again? Yes. Dan Byrne probably could have done a little bit better from that corner.
He's not great at heading. He gets to them, but he doesn't guide them very well. I've got to say, and I've been saying that for a long time, to be fair.
And again, Vicario looking a little bit dodgy there. Sophia, welcome into the chat again. Hope you're well, Sophia. My granny gets up to all sorts. Well, so does ours on here. The Toon Review sponsored by Granny and Daisy the Cow, or mascotted by Granny and Daisy the Cow. Susan's going to have to come up with a little image of Granny as well to put on the screen shortly, the way this is going. As Vicario brings it to the D, and again, he's looking for help here. Isak decides to go and shut him down. It's an awful kick from Vicario. Barnes now, after a brilliant bit of play from Byrne, he is Isak again! Oh, he's put it just wide. It's deflected. I just think he just held onto it for 2 seconds too long, and Doggy managed to get back.
Yeah, outstanding defending. That's 3-0 all ends up if Doggy doesn't do that. Outstanding defending. Great ball from Barnes. Great little turn inside Van der Ven, but we'll look at Doggy there, and maybe Van der Ven also got back at him.
No, I think Van der Ven was beaten there. It was in Doggy Billy. Again, Van der Ven turned inside out by Isak, and Doggy saved the goal there. No doubt about it. 100%. No doubt about it. Corner to Newcastle again, which Anthony Gordon will take.
We are rampant at the moment.
Absolutely. All the way at the back post again. That's another corner to Newcastle, this time on the other side. Madison heads it behind. I'm sure you're having a lovely day, James, aren't you, after your cheating antics earlier on in the first half? Anyway, it's going to be a corner to Newcastle. Murphy's going to take this on the far side. Gordon's going to cross as well, so there may be a short corner here. No, he's left it for Anthony Gordon. So Gordon will swing this as an outswinger this time. A little bit different. Again, queued up. Tottenham have everybody back for this corner. I mean, if they went 3-0 down, dear God. In it comes again. Header comes in, but the referee had blown for a foul by Dan Byrne on the area, and Tottenham get away with that. It's a goal kick. If you just joined us, we're coming up to 38 minutes gone live here on Matchday Live on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Please do subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner, as we really push for 29,000 subscribers now. Come and be part of this incredible community here on the Toon Review as Newcastle lead Spurs 2-0 with goals from Isak and Gordon in the space of 30 seconds. Tremendous stuff. And Tottenham have been pinned back for the last 15 minutes. Newcastle sprung into life, and that's a foul by...
Oh,
is
I'm
he
not
getting...
sure it was.
No, I'm not sure it was either. I mean, Bruno came in, took the ball, and the Tottenham player went flying, but nothing given. But Tottenham, they just seem to get the ball into the final third, and they've run out of ideas, Billy.
They need to get into the dressing room sharpish. I mean, they want the half-timers to come now, Spurs, at the minute. They don't know where they are. They're shell-shocked. Romero and Porro, of course, are victims of last year's thrashing by us. So, are they getting flashbacks? I would think they are.
Louise Bell, thank you for your super chat. Very kind. Thank you very much. As Tottenham now have it with Undogi. Undogi brings it forward, brings it to Werner now on the far side. Werner tightly marked by Murphy. Gets it inside to Basuma. Basuma to Bentancur. Bentancur looking for options ahead of him. Has to go back to Romero. Romero out wide now to Porro, I think that is. Or, well, whoever it is has lost the ball. And great strength from Elliot Anderson. And Newcastle break again. Barnes in support now. Barnes on the left-hand side can cut inside. He sees Isak. It's a wonderful ball to Isak. And it just couldn't take it down.
Isak could have had a hat-trick this first half.
Oh my God, if his control was a little... But Tottenham, I think, have lost the ball again. That was a brilliant ball in from... Elliot Anderson, and Newcastle attack it again and have another corner as Van der Ven thumps the ball behind. It is all Newcastle, Billy.
Spurs are all over the place at 6s and 7s at the back. They literally haven't got a clue what's going on here. We should take advantage of this now. We really have to get into the goal, kill the game off.
Well, Billy, we've rubbed the nipples of St James's Park and turned it on well and truly. Indeed. It's another corner to Newcastle, which Gordon has gone across to take, and it'll be another outswinging corner.
We're definitely standing proud today, that's for certain.
Oh, here it comes. Gordon outswings towards the penalty spot again. Header comes in just over the bar, and it was Isak again.
Could have had
he is all over Spurs at the minute. I think the goals are there for him if he wants them.
Great physical header that for me, Zach, to be fair. It's something we accuse him of often, of not being physical and jumping for the ball. That was a fantastic header, but just wide. Look at them. They literally don't know what they're doing. Look,
they've got nowhere to pass it. I think we've got the formation bang on today, Billy, because Tottenham just look clueless as Dubravka's come out and he's nowhere near the ball, and we're in trouble here, and that could be a foul. Not given. I think we got away with one there. Tottenham player was kicked in the face. Dreadful goalkeeping from Dubravka as it's brought back round, and again we clear the ball. The Tottenham player is still down. I'm not sure who it is. I think it's Son who took a big... No, Son's on the ball. It can't be him. He took a big boot to the face. It's Brendan Johnson. He's up again now. No, he's not. He's still down. Dubravka makes a save. It's Porro. I'm not sure what the hell happened, Billy.
Yeah, probably nothing.
It's Bentancur, actually, who's down. But what's Dubravka doing?
Lord knows. I mean, he's caught between the devil and deep blue sea, as he usually is. Oh, that's awful. And then, to be fair, Longstaff comes in and gets in his way. It does get a nod away, but
that's a free kick, Billy. I'm sorry, but that's a high foot by Burton any day of the week. We got away with that. We did get away with that. Let's be openly honest here. We got away with that.
I don't think VAR will look at that as a red card offence.
No, it wasn't a red card. It was just a high foot by Burton, which should have been given as a free kick on the edge of the box. But we got away with one. Well, VAR apparently are looking at this, Billy.
Oh, it can't be a red card unless they see him as the last man.
They've washed it off straight away.
I mean, why even look at that?
Well, obviously it's a high foot. They're going to have a look at it, aren't they, to see if the referee has missed a red card. But it was dealt with quite quickly there by VAR, to be fair to them. They've took one look at it and said, no red card offence, get on with the game.
Maybe the first time someone's been sent off for a high foot, though, I would imagine.
Yeah. Pumped long. Louise Bell, thank you for another super chat. What do you think the score will be? Well, at the moment, it could be anything here because Tottenham are all over the place. Here's Harvey Barnes now. Barnes, lovely ball into Anderson, plays it across and behind for a corner.
Cool. How many corners have we had? We've just had 12 corners this first half.
Billy, just give me a time check on what you've got, mate.
I'm 42-41.
Oh, I'm 42-46, so I'm ahead of you.
Yeah.
Okay. That was brilliant defending again. I mean, Tottenham, if it wasn't for a few last-ditch tackles, Billy, I mean, they'd be... I mean, it could be literally 4 or 5 right now. We've really turned the screw.
Yeah, it's 10 corners we've had in the first half, which is an amazing amount.
Unbelievable.
Doggy has stepped up to the plate defensively. We haven't seen him in an attacking sense, but the other 3 look shaky as hell, don't they?
In comes another Anthony Gordon corner, flicked on again by Isak, winning the header, but not enough purchase on that to cause any problems, and it remains 2-0.
How close was this? The man at the back post and nod it in. It's Barnes. Look, why didn't he jump?
Well, Tottenham. I mean, Angel just want to get these guys in at half time. They need a severe looking at you. They're all over the shop. I mean, to say, the first 20 minutes was end to end, and then we've just completely dominated the rest of the first half. Tottenham, I mean, if the first goal Billy went in, we've been dominant.
Well, the crowd got involved then, of course. When you go 1-up, the crowd, they don't
absolutely
handle it, did they?
As Tottenham break forward here, great tackle, brilliant from Cher. Absolute world-class defending. And now Barnes for Newcastle. Inside to Isak. Isak sees Barnes making a run ahead of him. Isak loses the ball, though, but fights to win it back and gives away a free kick. It wasn't even a trip. He's trying to win the ball. Well, look at this defender from Cher, Billy.
Yeah, had to do it as well, because if he hadn't done, he was in. Son.
Oh, Tottenham have it again now. But Newcastle's determination to win this ball back is, I mean, to say the tails are up, Billy, I mean, Jesus.
Well, St James's Park crowd are really up for this now. They're seeing we're the lambs of the slaughter Spurs at the moment, and the crowd are loving it.
They are. How is that a free kick, referee?
Bollocks. This referee's starting to get involved now, and it's pissing me off.
Well, of course, Newcastle are winning. It has to be that way, doesn't it?
I don't know how long the injury time we'll get.
Well, we're just about to see. I think it's 2 minutes, Billy. If my eyes aren't deceiving me, it is 2 minutes. Well, Tottenham will be desperate to get a goal back before half-time here because they have been absolutely just ramshacked. Absolutely ramshacked in this last 25 minutes of this half. I mean, there could have been ahead a couple of times through Werner, but then we actually, for once, are so clinical in front of goal this afternoon. And here we go again with Bruno. Bruno just spins on the ball, holds it up, lets us get it into a reset, lays it off to Gordon. Gordon back to Murphy. Murphy has Kraft in support. We'll roll it across to Fabian Schär in his own penalty area here. Schär in turn goes to Dan Burn. Burn's got Barnes coming towards him. He goes longer than that, looking for Isak. Isak trying to get a flick on there. That's good defending by Van der Ven for the first time in this game. Knocks Isak off the ball. Brought forward by Basuma now. A minute left of the additional time at the end of the first half. Out wide now to Timo Werner. Werner cut inside, lays it up to Basuma. Basuma not very many options ahead of him. But now it comes to Bentancur. Bentancur into Son. But a great challenge again by Fabian Schär. And Barnes is brought down. Longstaff brought down through into... Anderson. They all look the same when they're this small on the screen. But a free kick, Billy, and that should do it for the first half.
Not sure whether the referee's got 2 minutes injury time for. No players have been treated by the trainers, and to me, it's
probably the goals, Billy.
I guess
celebrations,
so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
As Newcastle, Tottenham holding the line right inside.
I mean, you want a high line. That's the highest line you can probably possibly get. And if it goes over the top and someone with pace goes through, we could have something here.
And there is the halftime whistle. So he's blown a little bit early there, but we don't care. It's Newcastle United 2, Tottenham 0. And so that first half, Billy Bob.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be an end-to-end game with lots of goals at both ends. But as it was Newcastle United that got the first one and then got the second straight after. Spurs at 6 and 7s haven't got a clue what they're doing defensively. And really, we should be more ahead. If I'm perfectly honest, I think Isak could have had another goal or two. We could be 3 or 4 up, and it's kind of echoes what happened last season. Spurs, once they conceded, went to pot.
I mean, what I will say, Billy, is I was very, dubious about the formation at the start there, but we've kind of grown into that formation, and as the half went on, players start to realise where they're supposed to be going forward, and then defensively, and then since then, I mean, we've controlled the game.
Yeah, that first goal was key. I said it at the time. The first goal was key. As soon as we got the first goal, the players' tails went up. Murphy and Kraft sorted out the differences where they were supposed to be. In defence, we've got a 5 and Murphy's a right wing back. When we go forward, Murphy pushes forward, then to make a forward in the middle of the park. And it kind of worked after that. But, I mean, for the first 20 minutes, there were 6 and 7s, both defences. Spurs carried on like that. We've got our act in order, which is fantastic.
Absolutely. We've got one of our co-hosts joining us now. Just waiting for Sam as well, but we got Stato. Good afternoon, Alex.
Hello, how are we doing?
Not too bad. I mean, we can literally see through you today.
I know, it's one of the green trading tops.
So there you go.
Not very good on the green screen, unfortunately.
No. What do you make of that first half then?
Refreshing. Very, very refreshing. Lovely to see the energy. I just love all the tactical shifts, the formation shifts. It's what we were talking about 2 to 3 months ago in preview shows. Should he change this? Should he try a back 5? Should he try and play counter-attack and do this? And it never happened. He was stuck with his same old. Now it's got to the point where he has to he's got to be creative. He's doing it. He's bitten the bullet. You've got Elliot Anderson playing sort of as a wing back on occasion. You've got Murphy out on the right. With really interesting pressing in the first 10 minutes when they were trying to play out via their fullbacks. Fabian Schär was pressing high left and Kraft had gone out high right. So we were pressing with centre halves well out of position just to try and change things up tactically. Tactically, it's been immense. The only thing I will say is nobody trusts Dubravka. It's hilarious. As soon as they just don't, they just take it away from him. They're like, no, you're not touching this ball. Poor Martin can't even get near it.
But listen, it was a very interesting first 15, 20 minutes. I mean, it was how we expected the game to go, with both teams going for it and both defenses looking a little bit shaky. We kind of, I just said to Billy before you joined us there, we looked a little bit all over the place because they were just getting used to the formation and the pace of the formation and where to go when we're attacking, where to go where we're defending. But as the half went on, we grew into those positions and we never looked back.
Yeah, everybody understood their roles and assignments. I think a couple of the mishaps in the first 10 minutes weren't down to a tactical misunderstanding. It was just, I think Timo Werner and Udogie got the better of a couple of people on occasion against Kraft and Murphy. They just lost. They misread a couple of 1-2s and didn't win their battle. It happens. It wasn't that they didn't necessarily understand what they had to do. I think they've had a generally quite a good understanding of what's expected of them. And on the counter-attacks have been exceptional. It's been that final ball breaking down, although I say that we've scored twice. So it's worked fairly well.
Yep. Alexander Allard, thank you for your super chat. They look tighter and some they've done their homework. By the way, if you need a chair, I can request one for you. Let me know. Alexander, send me an email, my friend. Send me an email. The email address is down in the description. Send me an email and we'll get in touch with you, buddy. Sam.
Hola.
What did you think?
Do you know what? I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I was a little concerned at start. I thought, do you know what? That left side, they're just penetrating the target and too easily. We seem to have some weakness there. But I tell you what, Gordon, oh my God, he's just so versatile, so threatening, you know, whatever side, absolutely brilliant. We've been lucky in places, which is nice and refreshing for Newcastle United. But absolutely fantastic, and also seeing the kids, I think, in the sweaters from NID, I think it is. It's just fabulous. What a great performance for them to be involved in as well. Amazing.
Yeah, it is. Billy, I'll be 2 seconds, mate. If you just continue with the questions.
Yes, indeedy. Alex, we've had our resident Spurs fan saying how great Van de Ven is. He's been awful this first half, though, hasn't he? He's been found wanted a few times. Yeah,
I mean, it's not been great. I mean, the build-up was all about how fast he was and all of this. Look, he's a great centre-half. He's decent. He's going to be amazing. He's going to be around for a long time. But I think people, you know, it's the same conversation about Arsenal fans and stuff, thinking maybe Isak's not quite as good as everybody thinks he is. I'm quite happy for the rest of the country to let our front three go under the radar, as far as I'm concerned. They give Gordon and Isak and even Harvey Barnes. They're not, you know, they don't think they're as good as they particularly are, which is fine. We're happy for the media to keep talking about Cole Palmer and all of these different players. That's fine. You carry on talking about those players, and it means we can retain our front three without transfer hassle, because all three of them look match fit now, and it's no surprise that when we've got a little bit more of an engine in midfield in Anderson, who now looks close to match fitness, it's just transformed us. It's what we banged on about for about 4 months. We needed either a fully fit Willock or an Anderson or a Joe Linton. We've never had that. It's been months. As soon as we get one of those back to reasonable fitness, look at the difference it makes. You've got somebody to knit things together, carry the ball to the front three, because you can't always long ball it. Now we've got two routes forward, and they just can't deal with it.
Yeah, and Harvey Barnes on the left-hand side, Sam, has been outstanding also, hasn't he? Some fantastic passes.
Absolutely. And, you know, we should have probably been a little bit more ahead by now, I think, as well. I mean, I didn't think Barnes particularly came to life straight out the gate. I think it was like 15 minutes in, but then totally came to life with the attempt, and now we are just on the attack. And this is what we're going to have to do. We can't sit back. I think we need to carry on what we're doing. I think my only concern with that is the pace that we're running at. Fatigue is going to set in soon, and we don't have the rotation and the quality to keep up what we're doing right now. So that's the only thing I'm going to be mindful of in the second half.
The one player that's really stood up as well is Elliot Anderson. Had an outstanding first half.
Yeah, he looks physical. He's been getting involved. It's gotten a bit schoolyardy at times, in that two players try and tackle each other and the ball doesn't pop out, and two more get involved, and it's all very scrambly. And normally it's Elliot Anderson in the middle of that, trying to make sure that we get that ball. He's trying to be the destroyer. He's done well in the air, physically, offensively. He's done some nice things defensively as well. He's up and down the pitch. He's energetic. It's exactly what we've missed. We've needed a profile of midfielder like that. And then it's magnificent as well. His work on the left-hand side with Barnes. He's played out on the left for Bristol Rovers. He's got a bit of an understanding of multiple roles. He's got that engine. And again, he's still only 21 years old. So it's it's fantastic to see.
And Fabian Schär, Sam, he had a shaky start, couple of fouls early doors, but he's come to the party since then, hasn't he, defensively?
Ain't he made up for it? Wow. I mean, he's just been fantastic. I think, defensively just has been blinding. He's just been amazing. And I think it's given us a little bit more threat on the defensive line. I think we were all a little bit concerned about that and thought, right, this is just going to be press. But we've got him in position. That's given me a lot more comfort going into this second half when those legs start to tire.
I've just seen a post in the chat from Sophia. Sophia, you've got all the Toon reviews, which is with you. You're going through something pretty bad at the minute. We are all behind you, and get yourself well, pet.
Yeah, absolutely. Thoughts and prayers are with you, Sophia. Just keep in touch with us. You know where we are. And if you ever need anything, just give us a shout. The Toon Review family is here for you, and we're all behind you for the fight. So stay in touch and stay strong, Sophia. I know you're a positive person, and that's half the battle. So we're with you all the way. Wagner says, what does NGL mean? Is that
not going to lie?
Not going to lie.
Even I know that.
All right.
So woke.
I'm so old. I saw past games from Tottenham and I thought Van de Ven was great, deserved the recognition. Thankfully, he chose a great game to be shit.
I think that doesn't do justice how good the front three have been. And how
let's not take anything away from them. They've ran them absolutely ragged in that first half. No doubt about it. Over 2,200 people watching. Thank you so much. Please do, bottom right-hand corner, subscribe to the channel as we battle towards 29,000 subscribers, guys. And also hit that notification bell so to let you know when we schedule our live shows, which are most days every week, and upload our videos, which are, of course, most days of the week as well. Toon Gamer says Anderson has covered the most distance in the first half.
Not surprising.
No. Martin says excellent first half. Just imagine if Longstaff was off and Big Joe was on.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Nathan Page, thank you for your super chat. Slippy Van de Ven. Well, he's gone. I mean, a couple of times. Well, once he slipped. I think the others he's just been turned inside out. Quite honestly,
if he was actually touch being better on a couple of occasions, we could have put this game.
Could have been 4 or 5.
I think it's worth pointing out we've had 10 corners.
Yeah.
So we could really do is sticking one of them in the back of the net, and then this game's done.
I think the next goal's key. I really do. If Spurs get the next goal, then the game's back on again. But if we can score the next one, I think.
Well, Fabian Schär or Dan Burn have got to get on the end of one of these.
I will expect Ange to read the riot act to them in the first half. The way they just capitulated like that, lost the bottle completely, and we've said that about Spurs many times. Can they hold the bottle in certain situations, and they've just lost it completely.
Did you see their high line again from one of our? Just a free kick inside our own half. Their high line was on the halfway line.
The halfway line,
it's madness.
Yeah. Daniel Bullock says, hello, Paul. Glad I managed to catch your stream today as I'm going to Benidorm on Tuesday for 4 days. So glad I managed to catch you live. Well, you have a great time, Daniel. Kev Bells, I've arrived back from an overnight flight from New York. I've not slept for over 24 hours and no chance of that soon. And I don't care. Come on, the lads. I hope you had a great time in New York, one of my favorite cities in the world. Mary says, can I just ask what the F has occurred? I have been sorting things out, so missed the first half. Just seen 2-0. Wow. Have my prayers been answered? Where have you been, Mary, sorting stuff out by ass? It's Newcastle United here.
Half. Maybe it was because...
Maybe it's you because you weren't watching. Exactly. Mary, sod off. Claire says, sorry, yes, it is Claire. It kills me thinking about what season could have been with Big Joe fit. The black and white sheep says
even Eddie Anderson fit, just
yeah, exactly. Well, he's playing that kind of role, isn't he, Billy? That's the Phil Anderson might finally get his official first goal today.
The next goal's key. This game isn't over yet.
By the way, the possession stats are very funny. 67% for Tottenham, 33% possession for Newcastle, 10 shots on goal, 2 on target for Newcastle, 5 shots from Tottenham, 1 on target. That's incredible. I mean, possession's nothing these days, is it? I mean, it's what you do with the ball. Mark Mullins, thank you for your super chat. Come on, people, hit the like button. There are over 2,000 watching, but only just under 600 likes. The best NUFC channel on YouTube. Come on, guys, hit those thumbs up. Even if you just take 10 seconds right now just to look underneath the stream and hit the thumbs up button. It really does help the channel. I can't stress that enough. 14 touches for Isak, 4 shots, 1 goal, and 14 touches in the box. Timo Werner's had 27 touches.
That was just trying to control 1 ball.
I mean, he's terrible.
Well, there was a warning shot that he fired over the bar. We've got to be careful because they have
yes, but he's ranked. I mean, he should have scored, Alex. It was a rank bad effort. He should have scored when Madison squared it back to him as well, and he somehow put that out for a throw-in.
There's been a couple of times when Harvey Barnes has been a little bit lazy on the tracking back, so he's been very good going forward. But I don't want to see, we don't want a 60% sprint if Dan Burn needs help. If Dan Burn needs help, go and help him. So Harvey Barnes has got to do a little bit more tracking, in my opinion.
Sam, what are you predicting for the second half then?
Oh, more entertainment, please. Absolutely. I think we're going to see another one, at least from Gordon and from Isaac as well. I think it's going to be just wonderful. I'm excited. I'm fired up. I'm ready for it. But again, we just need to make sure that we're really clinical. I think we've seen that in the first half. We need to keep up with the concentration. Don't let that lag, and make sure defensively we are all over it in man marking.
Absolutely. Right then, we'll see you two at full time. Thank you very much, guys.
See you later, guys.
That was Alex and Sam as we head now to the second half with me and Billy Bob. A big second half. I mean, I expect Tottenham to come out with a bit of fight, Billy.
Yeah, they're going to have a go for early doors. I don't know if he's made any changes or not. Maybe he'll go with the same players as what he's had, just to give him for 10 minutes. But I expect to see changes from Ange. But that high line, God, if they keep playing that, we're going to get more goals. But the next goal is key, I've got to say. If Spurs get the next goal, what happens then? But if we get the next goal, it's killed dead.
Yeah. I pretty much guarantee there'll be no changes for Newcastle unless somebody's on one leg, but it doesn't look like there is. Alexander Allard, thank you for another super chat. Sent an email with my number 42ToonWin. Thank you, Alexander. Much appreciated, my friend. Yeah, definitely no changes for Newcastle as Mr. Howe returns. I mean, I expect a fired up Tottenham here, Billy. They are high-fiving each other in that as they've come out onto the pitch. Just talking to each other, trying to get things a bit more stable for them. But for us, it's just pretty much as you were. But I'm sure Eddie will have said, don't concede early doors. It's very important to keep the door shut.
Yeah, and I think they'll be more physical this half as well. I expect to see a few nasty tackles going in, try and slow us down somehow, maybe get subs on, but we don't want to make. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting second half. But if we can get the first goal, as I say, it's game over.
Yeah. Well, we're underway for the second half. Newcastle get us underway. No spoilers in the chat, remember, please, guys. That would be very kind of you for the people that aren't watching, of course, and who would just rely on our commentary as my stream decides to bloody... Well, it's back on again, but it's. I guess I'll be behind you now, Billy. What's your time?
45 and 19.
I've just gone to 45, 24.
Yeah, bang on.
Okay, well, there you go. It obviously just slowed me down so I could be in sync with you, Billy. That's what it's done there.
Yeah.
So as I repeat, guys, no spoilers, or the mods will warn you or time you out and then remove you. So we don't want that to happen on our Matchday live shows. As Tottenham again messing around at the back. I mean, they're not good enough to do that, Billy. We've dominated that area of the pitch, and they're just. I tell you what.
Yeah, they keep playing that kind of high line and then playing it out from the back with pressure on them. It's cost them once already.
Maddison now for Spurs, deep in his own half, plays it out wide now to Son, who's come deep to receive the ball again. That's forward. That's a good bit of play by Spurs. But again, Newcastle just blocked the line out. Good work by Cher again. That's a fabulous ball to Bruno. But Bruno's a Oh, that looked nasty from Basuma. And, well, I'm sure it's Longstaff that's down. That was, I mean, I think it was a 50. He's going to get booked, but I think it was a 50-50. Would you see it again? No, his feet's down. It's a yellow card, no more.
But we know Longstaff's got a bad ankle as it is without that going on.
Yeah, indeed.
I was just about to mention, Longstaff seems to be doing a man-to-man role on Maddison, and we haven't seen much of Maddison, so we are slagging Longstaff off, but can we give him a bit of credit that we haven't seen much of Maddison?
Maybe. Are we shooting towards the Gallagher, says Mark Toon? We are indeed, as they like to do in the second half of games. It's going to be no, it's not. It's going to be Bruno to take the free kick.
Like that,
into the box. It's flicked on. Isak at the far post, just can't get enough purchase on it, and it's a corner.
Well, it must have been fantastic defending that far post X.
I thought he was going to throw his head at it, Billy, just to nod it in the back of the net there.
Yeah, I thought so. Let's see what happens here. It comes to Isak. It's Pedro Porro. I don't think he even knew what he was doing, but I mean, he wasn't going to score like that. He's down injured.
Porro's down injured. I mean, he sounds like some kind of TV detective, doesn't he?
I was thinking Peppa Pig, Pedro Pony.
How do you know the characters in Peppa Pig?
I've got children, you know.
How old's your child, Billy?
Peppa Pig's been going for 20 odd years.
Well, come on.
I mean, I did used to watch it when the kids weren't even looking at it. I think Daddy Pig's a fantastic character. Anyway, there's a sub coming on, Emerson Royale.
Yeah, Emerson Royale. I take it that's going to be for Porro, Billy. I know whether Porro's tweaked the knee. Yeah, he has. He's feeling the back of his hamstring there. So I think he's coming off. His day is done. Right, so you're right by the side of the pitch. Get up and get off.
Or roll off it. Yeah, roll off the pitch.
And the referee is telling him he's got to walk round, which I'm sure he'll love.
Well, I'd sooner him walk across the pitch and waste their own time.
Well, indeed, yeah. As on comes Emerson Royale. And, well, Pedro Porro's second half didn't last very long at all. A couple of minutes. But he denied Isak a goal there. As Newcastle have a corner again, which Anthony Gordon has taken on that far side. It's going to be an in-swinger again. And up he steps to the ball, swings it in. Doesn't really clear the near post this time. Not the best of corners from AG there, but he is Murphy. Oh, rotten
So
for Murphy. And he's put us under real pressure here because Tottenham can break. Maddison's making a great run, but Son couldn't find him. Otherwise, Maddison was in there, but it was great defending. And we managed to shut that breakaway down, but awful for Murphy.
Yeah, it was
really lackluster ball.
Anderson got him out of the shit there. It was a fantastic bit of defending from Anderson. Got the ball off.
And Romero now picks it up for Spurs.
Attack before, haven't we? You know, counter-attack from corners and stuff. But brilliant from Anderson. Really good.
Absolutely. Tottenham trying to play forward, but we are really tightly marked. But here's Maddison now on the left-hand side. Cuts inside. Good run this by Maddison. Shoots straight at Dubravka. He's fumbled it. And then was brave to dive at the feet of, I believe it was Son. Sorry, it was Werner who had the shot, Billy.
Yeah, good effort. The first thing he's got on target all day. And Dubravka.
That's straight at Dubravka. He's got to do better there.
Paul, he let it hit his chest and bounced off it. And he did make a mistake.
Yeah, he was brave diving at the feet of...
That's Paul.
Yeah, we've lost the ball again. And good work by Bruno to win it back. Bruno then swings the ball forward. It's a wonderful ball. Isak's clean through. It's Alexander Isak. It's 3-0. Oh, it's a brilliant move. It's a fabulous ball by Bruno. And Isak slots it in the corner. And it's 3-0. And Granny's going to have to go and get her knickers now because they're absolutely soaking wet. It's 3-0 to Newcastle. Game on. Game over. Get in. No offside, Billy, because he made the run in his own half. And what a ball from Bruno. And a lovely finish by Isak. It's 3-0.
It's really poor goalkeeping from Vicario. He could have come out and done something about that, but he's come forward and done a Dubravka and gone back again. Give Isak the whole goal to aim at, and Isak's calm, cool, collected. He's never going to miss that. Fantastic goal. And he could have had 5 today, and that should be game over by now. I mean, Spurs' head's got to drop after that. Surely to God.
Well, Isak's having a ball. He's having an absolute ball. It was a brilliant run from his own half. And, of course, a brilliant ball from Bruno. Yeah, let's not take anything away from that pass. No, it was absolutely world-class.
And we've got to give credit for Sean Longstaff for nicking the ball off the player in the first place for Bruno to play the ball.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Brilliant stuff. Just six or seven minutes into the second half now. It's Newcastle 3, Tottenham 0. 2 from Isak, 1 for Gordon. We're in cruise mode. And let's just hope we keep going at them, because I think there's a lot more goals in this game. As now on the left-hand side, forward comes Harvey Barnes. Barnes still has it on that left-hand side. Spins around. He's got help there. But Anderson can't get the ball either. Jamie Smith, thank you very much for your super chat. Isak is going to be a wanted man in the summer. Yes, but he's our wanted man, and we can just say sod off. Isak's already said in interviews that he wants to stay, and he's happy at Newcastle. So screw them. Screw them all, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. As it's back with Vicario now in the Tottenham goal. George, thank you for another super chat. My mate Bob must love taking my seat when I can't make it. Well, he's having another tremendous game there today. There's no doubt about it. He'd be loving it. Absolutely loving it. But, I mean, that finish was as clinical as you're ever going to see, Billy.
Yeah, he's just lethal, isn't he, when he's one-on-one with a keeper. It's very rarely you see him miss.
And here Newcastle on the ball again with Bruno. Flicks it wide now again for Harvey Barnes. Again supported by... this is Anderson supported by Barnes. Ball comes across. They want the handball. All the Newcastle hands are up. It's gone out for a corner. VAR will check this. Anderson's convinced it's a handball. VAR will look at it. Here we see it again. It's Emerson Royale.
No, his hands behind his back.
I'll tell you what, Billy.
We've seen a penalty like that before given for the elbow.
Yeah, I think you'll get the benefit of the doubt because of where his hands were positioned, like you said, Billy.
Yeah.
It's not given.
I think Emerson the other day, didn't we? With someone had the hands down, but the elbow was sticking out. And
I think he did well to keep his hands where they were. To be honest, there, given the situation he was in, good defending. But the referees want to have a word. Ian Fleming, thank you very much for your super chat, buddy. I am in dreamland. Isak is class. Well, it's turning to be a very, very good day, this, for Newcastle. Absolutely 100%. They've stepped it up today. Once they got used to the formation, they have been all over Tottenham.
Look at this Johnson and Burn there.
Yeah, I saw that, Billy. In comes the corner, headed away at the near post, only as far as Kraft. He heads it back in, bouncing around. Oh, another foot. Well, Murphy's gone down twice. I don't think there was... I think he slipped the first time. That looks like a free kick. It is indeed. A little bit of a shirt tug there from Anthony Gordon. And a free kick to Spurs, who are immediately now making more changes. 3 changes here for Tottenham, Billy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Sarr and Kulusevski.
Kulusevski, yeah. But 3-0 down. I mean, Vicario again messing around with it. He's sacking him on a shot. They've given the ball away again. Tottenham, great strength. Oh, that's nasty. That's a nasty tackle by Pedro Porro. That's Romero, sorry. And he's booked for that.
He's got that in him. He's a dirty Argentinian twat at times.
He lost the ball there, Billy, didn't he? And he went back. He went back in on Bruno. Shocking.
Absolutely disgusting.
But rightly booked, and Newcastle United have a free kick in a very good position again right now. And if you just joined us, welcome to Matchday Live here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, if you are new to the channel. We're a Newcastle United and a football channel, so if you love your football, get subscribed, bottom right-hand corner. It's a truly good day for Newcastle at the moment. We haven't been able to say that a lot lately, but this is the Newcastle that we're used to seeing under Eddie Howe.
Bruno's been fantastic today again, hasn't he? Absolutely outstanding. He really has.
Intensity is our identity today, Billy. There's no doubt about it. Yes, anyway, Anthony Gordon swings in the free kick. Isak just couldn't get a header on it. It hits the post. And he's screaming at himself. He just inches away from nodding that in for 4-0, Billy.
Who wants his hat-trick? He's offside anyway.
Yeah. Oh, dear. And Tottenham will make the changes now. Werner's going off. That is no surprise. On comes Højbjerg, who I think is a very underrated player. A really big fan of his.
He'll solidify things in the middle of the park. Who's coming on for Saar will probably come on for Bentancur, is it?
Yeah, Bentancur's gone off, and Timo Werner's definitely coming off for Kulusevski. So it gives Tottenham a little bit more of an option going forward, but they're in a position now where, they push too forward.
Son's going off.
Oh, it's Son.
That's good news.
I am surprised about that. So Werner up front, I would imagine. Kulusevski on the wing.
Bentancur will go to one side.
Well, Bentancur's off, Billy.
Sorry, Bazuma's off as well. So it's Bazuma, Bentancur, and Son. Well, I don't know how they're going to do this.
Well, to be fair to Ange, I mean, the Spurs fans will be wondering why Son's been very ineffective today.
Johnson through the middle, maybe, and Kulusevski on the left.
Yeah. Here's Maddison deep in his own half now, straight from the goal kick. Turns, looks for help, can only find his...
Longstaff right next to him. Look, he's definitely doing a man-to-man job on Maddison, no doubt about it. And he's been really well at it, to be fair.
Yeah, Maddison being quiet, and now we know why. Flicked on again by Spurs, but in goes Fabian Schär, and almost got Gordon away there. I mean, if that was a pass from Schär as he was tackling, that is simply remarkable stuff.
Yeah.
But look at how pinned in we have Spurs here. They've just got no answer to it. Graham Ritchie, thank you for your super chat. He's in hog heaven. Greetings from the Caymans. Great commentary, lads. Oh, nice bit of hog roast, Billy.
Oh, yes, lovely jubbly.
Yeah.
With a bit of
apple sauce. Crackling apple and sauce. Oh,
bit of stuffing.
Good win by Dan Byrne there. Sorry, we've won the throw in as well. Tottenham are well and truly out of sorts here.
Well, if you're wearing that kind of kit, you're going to be in here. I mean, it isn't inspired as having a...
Well, no, it won't, because it's basically a dog shit. That's the only way I can describe it, Billy.
Vomit brown. I don't know.
Vomit brown, indeed. Vomit brown, yes. As the ball is scrappily bouncing around the middle of the park until Fabian Schär just puts his usual once a game left foot through it and sends that into the heavens. I mean, 34% possession for Newcastle in this game, but this is the tactics I think that are working for Newcastle today, Billy. They're not bothered about having the ball in this area. Tottenham have been passing it around a lot in our half. That's why they've had a lot of possession. But as soon as they try and break through us, we counterattack them, and it's worked an absolute treat today.
Well, we can do it against sides of this hill, can't we? Counter-attack. So it's been a masterclass in counter-attacking. And against Spurs, you can do it with their high line. It's made for it.
And again, look at Barnes working to win that ball back there. Brilliant stuff. It might have been Elliot. It was Elliot Anderson. They look very alike, those two. Oh, that's not a foul, referee. Dear God. That's not a foul. Oh, that's not a foul. He's won the ball again. And Saar has a little word with Anderson. But Anderson is literally... I mean, he is bulked up and he's just knocking people. He's knocking Spurs players over like pinballs now.
Yep.
And here comes Spurs looking for an answer. There's a man on this left-hand side. Oh, now they have a chance and a shot comes in. Why didn't he lay that to Kulusevski? And Johnson balloons it over the bar and pretty much sums up how Tottenham's day's gone, Billy.
Yeah, 100%. He had options both sides, actually, not just right and left. Kulusevski was completely unmarked, but decided to go for glory and, put it into the Leeds' end. Into your seat, probably, Paul.
A little further along from that, Billy. Towards the near side. I was going to give me seat a wave if I see it. So I don't know when I'll next see you because I don't know when the club are going to get in touch with me, but we'll see. Anyway, Dubravka has a goal kick. Well over 2,000 still watching. Thank you so much. Welcome to Matchday Live on the Toon Review. Oh, that was a high foot. And Anthony Gordon's not happy with that. It's James Maddison again. And he's going to be booked for this.
At time and all. Should have been booked.
Maddison gets booked. I'm sure they'll check this for serious foul play. I'm not sure how high it was. We're just seeing it again now. Oh,
he's done it. He's kicked him in the back. That's a red card. That's a red card. Look at this. Look.
Oh, that's got to be a red.
That's red. That's red all day, every day.
I mean, that's serious foul play. That's nasty. 100%, that
100%. 100%. They're not going to change it either, which is shocking. He's got away with murder.
He's got away again. He's got away with it again. Shocking that Murphy, to his credit, is up.
Ex-teammates, them too, by the way.
Yes, they are. At what club, Billy?
Maybe at 2. Coventry and Norwich, I'm thinking.
Possibly. Yeah. I mean, VAR have looked at it and they've decided that it was a yellow card. What a ball that is, out to the left-hand side to Harvey Barnes. Brings it down brilliantly. Barnes now. Barnes. Gilgalad, thank you very much for your super chat. Anderson spins. Anderson! Oh, I thought it was in. I thought it had gone in. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper. Gilgalad, it's official. We are Spurs' bogey team. I can't actually disagree with that. Madison, brilliant work by Anderson. It's a great save at the near post, to be fair, Billy, because Anderson gives it a wallop.
Yeah, it's a fantastic bit of play to get inside Royale. Gets a great shot. He's had a fantastic game, Anderson. He really has. He's coming of age today, no doubt about it.
I don't think anybody's had a particularly bad game. If you Longstaff, I tell you what, now we've noticed what he's doing. We can't criticize Longstaff's game because his job is to keep Madison quiet. To be fair, he's done exactly that.
Yeah.
Gordon with the corner. In it comes again. And it's... Oh, how have we not scored there? Dan Burn. I mean, it's another corner. I presume a Tottenham leg got to it first. Burn can't believe it.
And the header before, the fella before that jumps there, look.
Oh, my goodness me. They're so close to 4-0.
This has the potential to be worse than last year for Spurs at the minute, I've got to say.
Well, I mean, it is just one-way traffic. It really is. I mean, Spurs fans must be furious with this. Absolutely furious. But take nothing away from Newcastle. This has been a brilliant performance. Once they settled into the formation, Billy, I think they took 20 minutes to settle into the formation. We could have lost a goal. Having said that, once we've settled in, we've been untouchable, absolutely untouchable. And here we come again. Murphy plays it into Anderson. Anderson jinking around in the box. Still Anderson gets help from Gordon. He swings a deep cross, but it's a deep one that's gone far too deep into the Gallagher, and a goal kick to Tottenham. First thing he's done wrong in the game.
Elliot Anderson has played an absolute master game today. He's
superb.
Unbelievable, the performance he's put in today. Like you say, though, all of them have put a show in today. Let's be perfectly honest about it. It's been a fantastic performance.
Look at Bruno celebrating that third goal, man.
It's not a player that wants to leave, is it?
No. It's a load of crap, that, Billy, to be fair. As Tottenham now have it again with Højbjerg in the middle of the park. Plays it out to Madison. Madison, in turn, down to Timo Werner. Werner running a craft, gets by him. Plays across low into the box. But Fabian Schär is there. But it comes to Madison on the edge of the box now. Plays it back. Well, again, Newcastle just swarming over them and winning the ball. But Rick O'Shea goes back to Spurs. Madison now plays a nice ball into the box, and great defending again from Fabian Schär. It's a corner to Spurs, but Kulusevski was not getting that ball towards the goal there.
Yeah, good a bit of attacking from Spurs. Madison did get himself a couple of yards space there and did pull a few strings, but Fabian Schär came to the rescue with another fantastic bit of defending.
Indeed. Spurs have it again now. Clipped into the penalty area. There's nobody going to get that. In fact, it bounces out. That's awful from Højbjerg, and it is a goal kick.
He's not on the side for his technical ability, Højbjerg, that's for certain. He's in there to solid things up in the middle of the park. Hasn't done so far.
Absolutely not, Billy. It's been all hour for them, to be honest. They haven't had anything. They haven't had anything. There's a 10-point gap now between Newcastle and Tottenham as it stands, with, of course, 6 games left of the season.
Yeah, we can still catch them.
Well, we can. I mean, it's a long haul to do so, but this race for Europe is going to be very exciting, Billy.
I mean, if we'd have kept them 3 points against Everton, 8 points, you're looking at them thinking maybe we can. That's a foul.
Yeah, I mean, we can't look. We can't look back anymore, Billy. We've got to look forward.
No, and you're going to need to finish 7th to be European this year because I think with the way we're playing in Europe at the minute, I don't think we're going to get the 5th place for the Champions League.
No. Tottenham's playing around some nice football here, but until that, and then it goes out to play.
I mean, Werner's quick. He ain't that quick.
I think, to be fair, Tottenham look like they're going to give it a push, Billy, just to try and get a goal back and give them some inspiration. But at the moment, if we can just keep them quiet for this 5 minutes and let the heads drop again, I can't see anything happening in this game. I mean, we look dangerous every time we go forward, to be fair.
Yeah, it's which point does the fitness become an issue and we have to make changes? That's the key thing for me now.
I mean, we haven't got a game for 2 weeks after this, so I wonder if he does bring on a lot of subs, Billy.
Yeah, well, he can't bring many on, to be fair. He's offside there, surely, Scott.
No, says the referee. Here is Maddison again, trying to twist and turn. Plays it back to Højbjerg, back to Maddison, plays it inside. This is better from Tottenham. It's going to go wide here for Timo Werner. Werner into the penalty area now for Spurs. Goes for the line again, but Newcastle that's a goal kick. 100% off Timo Werner. And he's having one of those frustrating days, shall we say, Billy?
Yeah. He's been absolutely abhorrent, hasn't he? Murphy, oh dear. I mean, Murphy, I don't know what happens here.
I mean, this looks like cramp. So hopefully it's just a bit of bending the old foot, Billy, and he can
I'm
run
sure
it
we
off.
can get 23 minutes out of Tino Livramento if need be.
Yeah, I've seen Livramento is warming up. There's a few fans there from the away side deciding they've had enough. And away to catch an early train back to King's Crosses and back to London Town.
Yeah. I mean, you can't blame them. They've been above today.
I mean, they must be sick as pigs. Seeing their team turn up like this when they're challenging for a Champions League place. It's just not what you want to see. But we don't care. We absolutely don't care. It's Tottenham's problem, not ours. 68 minutes gone. It's Newcastle 3, Tottenham 0. 2 for Isak and 1 for Anthony Gordon. As Dan Burn has the ball being pressed, plays it along forward, looking for the run now of Anderson again, and it's back to Jesus. Vicario does actually well. And Tottenham trying now to play it out from the back again.
Yeah, there's less press now from Newcastle, which is understandable. We're 70 minutes in virtually.
Heavy legs creeping in a little bit, Billy, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the all-important goal from Eddie in that at half-time was, Billy, getting the third goal, killing the game off.
Yeah.
And then we can just, we don't have to be as intense.
Lazy pass. Gordon again looking a bit leggy himself. So
we haven't got to make silly mistakes. But this is a chance for Tottenham now moving forward. Tottenham breaking into the box with Sarr. Plays it wide now for Werner. Werner on the edge of the box. Back to Maddison. Maddison, brilliant tackle. Elliot Anderson. Thou shalt not pass. Højbjerg now for Spurs. Into Sarr. Sarr spins. Back to Maddison. He's got options to his right with Kulusevski. Maddison goes for the shot. And it's over the bar. You can understand why he took the shot on, but Kulusevski was in miles of space on that right-hand side. Maddison doesn't see him, and it's a goal kick.
Not been his finest hour today, James Maddison. It's been absolutely abhorrent and should have been sent off, in my opinion.
Well, he should have been booked for his challenge in the first half, shouldn't he? So he should have had 2 yellows at least.
100%.
Never mind a red. He should have had 2 yellows. So he's got away with it a little bit today, James Maddison.
I think Eddie does need to freshen up slightly. If you can get Hall and Livramento on for the last 20 minutes, that'll be a good thing, I think. Just to freshen up the defence.
Yeah, get some minutes in the legs. Jock Barr, thank you for your super chat. The train from Newcastle to London has been delayed to collect the tears from the Spurs fans. Well, they're on the attack here on the edge of the box with Maddison. Maddison on his left foot whips it across. It's going to come to Kulusevski on the far side. He's going to whip in a left foot drive. It's blocked by Byrne.
Yeah,
Tottenham just asking a few questions here. Yeah. Newcastle looking a bit tired.
Definitely leggy now, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Kulusevski now to, I don't know who that is on the ball there.
That's Sarr now.
Sarr on the ball now, yeah.
Actually, it's Royale.
Of course it is. Sarr's over here. Sarr's asking for the ball now. This is Sarr. He brings it forward. And again, he's got Werner to his left. Werner faced with Murphy in front of him. Back to...
That's Sarr.
Emerson Royale. No, Royale, Billy. Look at this. Royale's at the near side here. And Royale puts the ball out of play and he's claiming he was pushed. But he's took a hell of a heavy pass and it's out for a throw-in. And if anything sums up Tottenham Hotspur's afternoon, that is it right there, Billy.
Yeah, 100%. Just not the races today, are they?
Well, he's calling somebody back. I think it's Livramento. If I can lip read, Billy, I think he was shouting Tino. Which, by the way, would be very good to have Tino Livramento back.
Certainly against Werner with his pace, 100%. He's been the most dangerous for Spurs, hasn't he?
Getting them fresh legs on the pitch, and there's a clash there between Romero and Isak.
Romero at it again.
And they're both down at the minute.
I think Romero's doing that because
he's on a yellow.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, wow. I mean, you were pulling them back, Romero. What do you expect?
No, he's
Jason Tyndall having a interesting conversation there with Jakob Murphy.
Well, we may see Gordon come off, Murphy push up the line a bit, and Livermore come on for Gordon. Potentially could be changed. Or Gordon into the middle and Isak off.
Yeah. But I don't think Isak will want to come off, Billy.
Absolutely not. I think he wants
two goals.
Aspect, definitely.
Anyway, Bruno's free kick towards the penalty area. Headed away. Comes out to Anderson. And he shoots it miles over the bar. I think he took that as the ball was rising. That was the problem with that there, Bill.
Yeah, if you don't buy a ticket, though, you don't win the raffle, do you? So
hell yes.
Can't criticise him for shooting from there.
Well, unless you're me and I buy tickets and still never win the sodden raffle, but never mind. Oh, again, Vicario playing it out and putting his defence under real pressure. And Spurs just, I mean, they've done well to keep the ball so far and play it out. But my God, they don't help themselves, do they?
No. When Ange plays one way, it's all total football, isn't it? And it's a bit of money arse today, but most of the time this season it hasn't.
Sarr now for Tottenham. Spins and gives it to Maddison. Maddison inside to Johnson. Johnson challenged well. Oh, I thought Shah got the ball there, and the referee to give a free kick.
I'm not so sure he did. I think it was a foul.
Fair enough. And Maddison now has it. Back to Romero. Plays it out to the right-hand side as Tottenham just try and look for a way through here. It looks like Højbjerg's actually gone to right back now for Spurs, Billy. They seem to have pushed Emerson Royal further forward.
Oh, nearly won the ball there.
Yeah. Here is Højbjerg. Just under 17 minutes to go. Tottenham rapidly running out of time. Oh, that's poor from Isak. Tried to lay it up for Bruno, but Bruno hadn't made that run. But again, there's another interception from Elliot Anderson. And a ball through, looking for Gordon. Has he got the pace to get there? Van der Ven just gets it and manages to get it back to Vicario. And Højbjerg now for Spurs. Up the middle through to Maddison. Maddison spins and he plays a lovely ball through. That's a great ball for Werner, but brilliant defending Emil Kraft.
Yeah, well watched.
Absolutely. Kept his eye on the ball all the way and made sure that he got to that ball before Timo Werner. 16 minutes of normal time left. Newcastle leading Spurs 3-0. Blitzed them in a period of around 35, 40 minutes. Newcastle looking a little bit weary in the last 10 minutes or so, but certainly Spurs have offered nothing to say that they're going to get back into the game. But here's Maddison inside to Johnson. Johnson now for Emerson Royal to Kulusevski. Kulusevski, two Newcastle players watching him. Royal got to go back to Sarr now. No, that's not Sarr. That's Basuma. Is it Basuma?
No, it's just Royal.
I give up, Billy. I give up.
There. That's Udogie this side.
Oh, Udogie, of course it is. Oh, great interception, Emil Kraft again. Oh, a lovely little flick to set Gordon away. Now, Gordon's got to run it through the middle.
Oh.
Barnes was clean through. Had Gordon managed to find him there.
He was.
But those openings are going to be there for the rest of the game, Billy, with obviously Tottenham chasing this down.
Romero did well to stand strong there.
Yeah. Here's Kulusevski on the far side now for Spurs. Royal. Across to Werner now. Werner on the far side, looking to bring it into the box. Plays it back for Maddison, but Højbjerg gets it. Højbjerg shoots from long range, deflected. Is that going to go for a corner? No, because Jacob Murphy gets a Murphy's looking tired, Billy. He's looking sore. He's tightening up with cramp. I think the obvious change is Livramento here. It has to be. If Murphy's tightening up.
I agree. 100%.
And again, don't keep him on too long. If he's cramping up and, that's dangerous.
Well, he called him back 5 minutes ago, so why he's not on now, I don't know. Although Murphy's running freely again now, so.
We just need a couple of fresh legs on the pitch, I think, Billy, just to give us a little bit of an option here to close out the game.
I agree.
Here's Udogie for Spurs. Back to Højbjerg. Down the left-hand side is Werner now. Werner trying to cut in on his right foot again. Lays it back to Sarr. Sarr back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg clips it over, looking for Kulusevski. Good defending. I think that's Anderson defending there, Bill. That was incredible defending from Elliot Anderson.
He's had an absolute monster game today, Elliot Anderson.
Oh, absolutely superb.
And there he is again.
Yep. He's been absolutely immense from minute one, Elliot Anderson.
A threat attack, defensively really solid as well. Just been a monster game. He's come of age today, and he's
Livramento is coming on for Jacob Murphy. It was down on his haunches. He's done now. Of course, Murphy won't sprint off because he'll take his time. But he's had a good game today, Jacob Murphy. He's given the ball away a couple of times, but I think he's filled that role pretty well that he's been asked to do today.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it took him a while to get into it. It's the first 10 minutes he looked a bit shaky, but since then he's really, really done well. An outstanding performance compared to last week, especially.
Well, it's great to see Tino Livramento back. Big smile on his face as he enters the fray. And just thank you to all our new subscribers today, by the way. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Bottom right-hand corner. Come and be part of this amazing community we have on the Toon Review as Murphy gets a huge hug from Graham Jones.
I wonder if Livramento will go to left back. There's potential to him to do that.
Doesn't look like he has, Billy. I think he's gone. Elliot Anderson's played that position all game really well. I don't see him changing that. I think it's just like for like change. Yeah, Livramento's on this side, Billy.
He is, yeah.
But he'd give us something going forward as well on the counter-attack. I mean, we've definitely just sort of killed the game, and now this is game management from Newcastle now, isn't it? Just seeing it out.
Yeah, 100%. Spurs can't wait to get off the pitch, to be honest. They're trying, they're huffing and puffing, but not really creating nothing. But we're kind of sitting in a block of 5 and a block of 4 in front of them, and he's on his own up front, although they are playing through us at the moment.
Here's Kulusevski on the far side now. Little 1-2 with Emerson Royale. Sarah's screaming for it in space. Doesn't see it. Here's Højbjerg. Out to this left-hand side again to Timo Werner. He will always cut back on his right foot. Werner looks for an option. Tries to dilly-dally and loses the ball. And Newcastle break forward now. Fabian Schär. Sorry, it's Bruno. And Bruno just stabs it through for Livramento, who is fresh as a daisy. Livramento, can he find Isak? Oh, he very nearly did. It was just a yard in front of Isak. But Isak's managed to catch the ball. Isak now. Anderson screaming for it. But you know what Isak wants here? he's had to give it back to Burn in the end. Now Anderson. Burn's gone on the overlap. Bruno shows for Anderson. Bruno now. Bruno into Gordon. Gordon to Kraft. Kraft has Livramento on this right-hand side. Inside now to Longstaff. Longstaff on for Gordon. Longstaff continues his run. Good defending that by Madison, and it's a corner to Newcastle United. But that ball, Billy, was literally just a yard in front of... it was a brilliant effort to find him.
It really was an outstanding cross. Isak just didn't have the legs to get on the end of it. But yeah, superb break from Livramento. And superb from Newcastle, actually, to hit on the counter. Still showing ambition to score another one.
Indeed. I mean, look at Bruno's shirt there. Ripped to shreds, Billy.
Yeah.
I think the linesman's been a bit pedantic there about where the ball is. I mean, he's literally made it move it a centimetre, if that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have another corner, which Anthony Gordon will take. And it doesn't clear the first man, but it comes out, and the shot hits the post from Emil Kraft.
Oh,
my God. It hits the post and bounces wide. I mean, he didn't catch that as flush as he wanted to.
He scuffed it, didn't he?
Yeah. But I tell you what, it very nearly landed in the bottom corner for Emil Kraft, and that would have topped a great day off had he got a goal.
Yeah, another change from Spurs coming now.
Yep. It's James Maddison who's coming off the field.
Yeah, he's had an absolute mare. Doesn't like St James's Park, does he?
Well, certainly not in an opposition strip, and he might be thinking, yeah, I could have been playing in front of this lot. And on the pitch comes Lo Celso. I think that's basically giving the game up for Tottenham there, Billy. Ange is just saying that's enough. Protect Madison as well.
Yep. Well played, Sean Longstaff.
Yeah, indeed. It was... I think people, as the first half went on, they started to see what Longstaff was doing today. I mean, I said after 15, is he actually playing? But then you could say that is Madison actually playing? But here comes Spurs now. Kulusevski, and good work again by Emil Kraft coming across to cover as Burn and Shea come together and clash. But they're both up again.
Yeah, Kraft did really well there. Outstanding.
Absolutely did. And he has Royale. No, saw that. Royale with Jesus. I don't know where he's gone. Højbjerg for Spurs. Little back heel. I mean, this must be frustrating as hell for Tottenham. So much of the ball. I think the last possession stats just came up that Newcastle have had 25% possession in this second half, Billy. But it's all part of the game plan. I mean, they've just sat off Tottenham and said, you know, try and play through us. And they haven't been able to. We've blown them away when the time was right.
Well, when you're playing like this with a high line, it's you're always open to a counter attack. I said in the pre-match that the high line of Spurs would catch them out, and it has done. Absolutely has. I think Ange will have to have a rethink about it, because I mean, against sides that counter attack with pace up front, you're going to be open to all sorts.
Well, he's took quite a bit of criticism for it already this season, hasn't he? But he hasn't seemed to change it, though.
No, he did it against Chelsea with 9 men. Had two defenders in the pitch. It's ridiculous. Yeah. But yeah, to me, it's you've got to be able to change your system as and when you need to, and it clearly can't.
Absolutely. I mean, Tottenham have got the ball here in Newcastle's half, but they just cannot break us down. Now they might. Down the right-hand side, no, they can't. And across once again is Elliot Anderson. He's my man of the match today, Billy. I know Isak scored 2 goals, but I'm sorry, he's been absolutely magnificent.
And you know what? He doesn't even look like he's sweating, really.
No, he looks absolutely fit as a fiddle.
And he's not played a full game for how long? It's been a long, long time.
Well, long time, yeah. But he has been awesome today. And I know Isak will get the plaudits for 2 goals, but you've got to look beyond that, though. Of what I mean, Anderson has been absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, he's coming. It's a coming of age game for me. This is a special day for Elliot Anderson and Newcastle United. This lad is showing potential to be a real big star for us. I've got to say that.
And I wonder if Joe Linton's took him a bit under his wing, because he's playing a game very similar to how Big Joe plays with that physicality, Billy.
Yeah, but I said, you know something? As soon as he gets his first goal, you'll see a few go in. I can virtually guarantee that. Just getting that first one. He's been robbed at Forest last year. He should have had a goal there, not given for offside. But, you know, and he's been close today. A good save from Vicario. That's miles offside.
Miles offside, yeah.
And his touch was horrendous anyway. Good Lord.
Indeed. 6 minutes of normal time to go, guys. We've got over nearly 2,300 watching. Thank you so much for your support again today. We love doing these match day lives. I know, yeah. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, as we try and head towards 29. We want to get 30 sometime in the next couple of months. And with your help, we'll get there sooner rather than later, so we can have a big 30,000 party, which will be fabulous. But that's down to you guys. You can help us get there by hitting the logo in the bottom right-hand corner and subscribing to this incredible community we have right here on the Toon Review. Played forward again by Tottenham, but Emil Kraft comes back, lays it back to Fabian Schär. Back to Emil Kraft. Kraft inside to Longstaff.
At home by Blackburn.
Wow. I mean, I can't work out the Championship. Blackburn.
They're all trying to throw it away, aren't they?
Blackburn thumped Sunderland. Bristol City thumped Blackburn. And now Blackburn are winning at Leeds.
They're all trying to throw it away. Leicester keep losing. Leeds are starting to lose regularly.
It's pressure, Billy. I mean, it's pressure. That's what it is.
Yeah, Southampton. They're the ones. That's a great ball.
That's a great ball. Harvey Barnes now. Barnes. Brilliant ball. Oh, Sean, how have you missed that? Oh, sorry, it's Gordon. It's a great tackle, actually, because it's a corner. Van der Ven got there. What a lovely ball in from Harvey Barnes that is. It looked like he was going to pull the trigger from 35 yards, but he slips it into Gordon, and it was going in the net. He placed his shot already, and Van der Ven got a foot in.
Yeah, Van der Ven's come to the party, hasn't he? I mean, he had a terrible first half, but he's been quite solid second half, to be fair to him.
Yeah, he has. Look at that. Look at Lo Celso wrapping his arms around Isak. I mean, wow.
Well, they do it when the cross comes in. We'll have a penalty ref, thank you very much for asking, and we'll have an hat-trick from Isak.
Yeah. I mean, the referee will keep a close eye on this, hopefully. When the ball comes across, Isak just feels him grabbing him. He'll go down. In comes the corner. Very deep. What a header that is from Fabian Schär. And it's 4-0 to Newcastle United. And boy, does he deserve a goal. That is fantastic. So let's go and get Granny again because she wants to head down to the nudist beach. It's fabulous stuff. It's 4-0 the Toon. Get in. Tickle you what, Billy?
Tickle my tonsils with a Toblerone again. I mean,
there you go. What a header that is, Billy.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Brunt, thank you for your super chat.
Outstanding. Set pieces, but they always look vulnerable from them. So a goal came for it eventually. That's 4-0. This is annihilation. Spurs are on their way to nowhere. Tottenham's going nowhere again. Nah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Trey, he's here all week. 4-0 to the Toon. It's been an absolute blistering performance from Newcastle today. Fabian Schär, boy, does he deserve that goal because he's been superb again today. And Tottenham have just capitulated. They really have. They had a decent 20 minutes, and there are all the Spurs fans now heading home. They've had a very decent 20 minutes, but then we've absolutely blitzed them. Absolutely blitzed them. And 4-0 and 4 very good goals, Billy, as Lewis Hall and Matt Ritchie are going to... What's Ritchie going to do, Billy?
What the fuck's Ritchie going to do?
Harvey Barnes comes off to a rapturous applause. He's had a brilliant game today, Harvey Barnes. George T, thank you for another super chat. He says, say no more. And Lewis Hall comes on for the fabulous Elliot Anderson. What a game he has played. In fact, Matt Ritchie's coming on for Elliot Anderson. Lewis Hall is on for Barnes. And that is one of the best games I've seen from Elliot Anderson.
Well, it's the best.
Undoubtedly. Yeah.
It's one of the best games I've seen from a Newcastle player this season. He's been absolutely fantastic today.
He certainly has. A couple of minutes left now in the 90 minutes before we see what additional time there is. And I don't think we've actually seen a physio on in this game, Billy, apart from Pedro Porro, wasn't it?
Pedro Porro, Murphy as well.
I don't think Murphy got Murphy got up, Billy. I don't think. I think it's only the one physio we've seen, which is
Pony, wasn't it?
Yeah. As now Tottenham seriously just try and look for what will be a consolation if they do get one back. Newcastle will want the clean sheet as Fabian Schär is there again to sweep the ball into the Milburn stand.
Might see a few tens tomorrow night in the review. It's going to be a hard man of the match to kind of pick, isn't it? Because, I mean, some of them are playing absolutely outstanding.
The viewers will have an interest. It should be a very interesting viewers vote for man of the match. That's a certainty. But for me, it's Elliot Anderson. I think he's just been absolutely magnificent all over the pitch. I don't think I saw him being beaten by anybody today. He's just been a man mountain. Just a shame he couldn't get that goal. That's the only thing that lacks his performance. But he's playing as a wing back today, and he's been superb.
He's going to come. A goal will come very soon. I'll predict that. Because he is a good finisher as well. We know he's a good finisher. We saw it in pre-season. So once a goal does come, I think we'll see him get a few.
Yeah, undoubtedly. As we're coming up to the 90-minute mark now, we'll see how long's left in this game.
Tactical masterclasses from Eddie Howe.
Oh, absolutely. He's done his homework, 100%. And, we've accused him of not changing it and playing the same old. But, boy, he changed it today with a game plan. And he could have changed it again after 20 minutes because some of the players are all over the place. But we settled into the formation. Once the players started to understand where they needed to be playing, when we were on the attack and then on defence, everybody settled down. And it is, the rest is history, as they say, as Dubravka needed to make a save there from the shot come cross. 5 minutes of additional time, Billy.
How cool was that from Livramento, by the way? Absolutely.
I know.
Unbelievably cool defending. When the ball was kind of ricocheted to him from Dubravka, but unbelievable defending from Livramento.
Here's Royale now to Kulusevski. But again, look, we're just hungry to win the ball. And again, there is Fabian. Kraft gives it away there, though, after making a brilliant interception. As Tottenham desperately look for that consolation goal, but there's Lewis Hall now covering. Does really well, holding off Emerson Royale, and then Big Dan Burn puts the size 25 through it into the sky. What a flick on that is from Bruno. That was incredible. But we've lost the ball. Tottenham now on the attack. Lo Celso brings it. That looks like suspiciously offside to me. Again, Timo Werner, and he is offside. He's had a nightmare today, Billy. Absolute nightmare.
And there was rumours that Timo Werner was actually born offside.
Oh, Paul Dummett's coming on, Billy.
Oh, no, this could end up 5-4 yet.
And Joe White. So Joe White is making an appearance, and he's coming on for Bruno.
Well, no yellow card, so we're safe with him for the rest of the season. Fantastic. Well done, Bruno.
Well, there's something going on here between... I think it's Romero and Bruno.
Well, Romero's trying to get him booked. Bruno, just keep away. You're going off the pitch now.
Yeah, Bruno, just come off, mate. He just
imagine if you pulled out a yellow card for him now.
Yeah, he's coming off the
Don't
pitch.
go back to him.
Of course, Romero's Argentinian, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
and now Hojbjerg's going over to as well. So
yeah.
They're trying to get him booked, the tossers.
Yeah, he's not. He's coming off now, though. He's giving the applause to the crowd. I bet Eddie's heart was in his mouth there. So we're not going to see a suspension for Bruno. He's incredibly avoided the suspension, which I think is a monumental miracle, to be honest.
9 games.
Yeah. And on comes young Joe White.
I'm prepared to say that he'll get booked in the next game.
And it's Fabian Schär that is going to make way for Paul Dummett. And I think that's to get the ovation for the crowd, Billy, because he's been awesome again today. I mean, topped it off with a superb header. To make it 4-0.
Yeah, it should be a standing ovation for him. He's had an absolutely fantastic game again, Fabian Schär.
Absolutely. William McKeown, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much to sign up to the Toon Review. If you want to be a member, just hit that join button underneath us. Lots of prizes for our members coming up again very, very shortly. Nearly 2,500 watching. Thank you again. And please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, if you are new to the channel and you like what you see. And now it's a case of just seeing out these final minutes of additional time and celebrating what has been a brilliant afternoon at St James's Park, Billy. And that's the second time in 2 games kicking off at 12:30. We scored 4 goals, Billy.
Yeah, 100%. It's fantastic, isn't it? The early morning kickoffs have become a bit of a good thing for us after being a terrible thing for so long. But yeah, 4 goals against a Champions League-chasing side. Been an outstanding performance. And once again...
Lewis Hall holding up Kulusevski there brilliantly. And dancing round him and gets the ball to Longstaff. Brilliant stuff from Lewis Hall. Oh, what a turn that is from Gordon. Unlucky. I'm pleased to see Gordon get 90 minutes under his belt, Billy.
Yeah, and Isak too.
Isak, yeah.
You know, they've kind of been injury prone a little bit, especially Isak. But 90 minutes wasn't a done thing for Isak for a long time, but it has been the past few weeks, and fair play to him.
Absolutely. Emerson Royale now on the far side into the final minute of additional time. There might be a little bit more to add on after the substitutions Newcastle have made. As the cross comes in again. And Dummett this time heads it away. Dummett got a clearance in, Billy.
Yeah, it didn't rest anyone to the ground, which is great.
Yeah. And again, Tottenham trying to... Oh, dear me, that is awful. Awful from Hojbjerg. And that is out of play. And that could be game set match. That was terrible.
I've got to emphasise what a fantastic tactical masterclass from Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe's critics will say he's got 11 players. He's just put them into any old formation to get them on the pitch. But no, it's been a well worked out homework done. Spurs' high line is definitely vulnerable. We've took advantage of that at every opportunity, and you've got to give Eddie Howe and Jason Tyndall and all the stuff.
Absolutely, they've done. You can see the homework that's been done. And as I say, once we settled into the formation, we've never looked back. 100%. Once the players got comfortable with where they were supposed to be on the field. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. The whistle blows. Newcastle United have been absolutely dominant. Once they settled in, as I say, to the new formation today, they blitzed Tottenham Hotspur. Newcastle 4, Tottenham 0. Billy Trey.
Yeah, an outstanding 90 minutes of football from Newcastle United. Could have been more. I mean, 4-0, maybe flatter Spurs. Isak could have had 4 or 5 on his own. And
there's still a bit of nasties going on here, but Lo Celso's still trying to cause trouble on the field.
Yeah. They don't like it, do they? They were expecting something today from this game. They're chasing Champions League. They've come to Newcastle. They've got the same arse kicking as what they got last season, and they don't like it. Bye-bye.
Well, I don't know what Chelsea's problem is here. I mean, the Tottenham players are trying to argue with everybody. I mean, there's a whole host of arguments going on. And then Ange has come across, and of course the TV's gone to a bloody break.
Yeah.
But it looked like Ange had come in there to drag Lo Celso away and be done with it.
So Argentinians, no surprises there.
Yeah. I don't know whether they're trying to find or Bruno, but Big Dan Burn went across and just had a slight word, towering above Lo Celso. But Tottenham, I mean, there's a lot of frustration in that as well, of course, Billy, because they've been outclassed today. Ange has been tactically absolutely hammered. It's just brilliant. It's just been a brilliant performance.
Totally outmanaged by Eddie Howe today, Ange. One trip pony, as far as I can see. That high line is going to be vulnerable against sides with pace. And if you can defend against Spurs and get the ball away, then they're going to be in trouble. Unfortunately for them today, the keeper's had a mare. So's Van de Ven for 60% of the game. And Romero was awful also. And Isak wanted it today. It's been an absolute arse kicking for Spurs.
And let's take nothing away from the lads today, Billy, because, the goals we scored were absolutely superb. I mean, Gordon's came from a mistake, but he still had to chase the ball down, force them into a mistake. Isak, two brilliant goals. The first one, excellently played in. And again, the second one, Bruno played him in, and he finished them. Could have had a hat-trick, could have had 4 today, Isak. But how can you look back and say, could have had this, could have had that? We've won 4-0. I mean, we were saying before the game that even getting a win is the most important thing. Performances can go out the window. It's getting the win that's more important at this stage of the season. And I think that's why Eddie played the formation he did, because it's not a lot of possession. We don't have a lot of possession playing that way, but what we do have is a counter-attack that can blitz anybody. Samsonite Dove, thank you very much for gifting a Toon Review membership. Stato joins us again, as does Lady Sam. Guys, Alex, we'll start with you. Just a tactical masterclass by Eddie and some brilliant performances.
Yeah, I mean, it was the intensity. It's what we've always needed back. Having Elliot Anderson back in the side, the front three fully fit, Murphy contributing, Bruno contributing, the centre halves pressing at the right time and stepping up. Obviously, there's a few things. Longstaff still obviously not fit. Dubravka's not the sweeper keeper that Pope is. Even though there were a few missing pieces of the puzzle, it was still far too much for Spurs. Naive, and I'm afraid Ange can't just do this plan A. He needs a plan B, because he just got.
Well, listen, I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a long time, is stick up for Sean Longstaff today, Alex, because I think he was quiet off the ball, but he kept Maddison away. It was clear that his job was to man-mark Maddison today, and he did it very, very well. So I'm actually going to give him a little bit of praise, because obviously didn't have the ball a lot, but neither did Newcastle, to be fair. And when we got the ball, it was straight up to the forward men who did the business. Sam, it feels good. 4-0 win. Really, really great tactical masterclass by Eddie today. He's worked on that. And clearly, once the lads settled into the formation, we were unstoppable.
Where's that been? Yes, Thank you so much. Doing the homework. It has paid off. Elation everywhere. Very, very happy. He's clearly looked into Tottenham's game with great detail. I think you're right what you said during the second half. Like, they've just taken some time to settle into that formation. But once everybody just calmed the nerve and got into the positions, knew what they were doing, everybody followed the brief today, and it was immense. Wonderful. Yeah.
And it's positive moving forward now, Alex, isn't it? Because Eddie's clearly worked on that this week. And it was just a case of once the players knew what they were doing going forward and what they were doing defending, they settled into it. And by God, they played some lovely football.
I agree. I think they deserve massive credit, because unlike last year, where obviously we'd scored 5 goals in the first half, and then the second half was a little bit quieter. We only got the one from Callum in the second half. Whereas this was a consistent performance throughout the whole 90 minutes. 2 goals in the first, 2 goals in the second. That, Isak with that goal in the second half was very similar to how we were getting him behind in the first half. So A, they weren't learning, and B, we were doing our jobs correctly. Everybody was magnificent. And as we predicted at half time, if they keep giving us this many corners, we're going to get one of them right. And we did. So it was just brilliant from all of them throughout the entire match.
Yeah, there's a few Villa fans in the chat actually saying thank you today, because it still gives Villa an opportunity to get that Champions League space. We, of course, Champions League's out of the running for us, but Europe still is very much there. But it'd be nice to see Villa finish in the Champions League, to be honest. And I know we've had our differences with Villa, but it'd be nice to see somebody different finishing there instead of, it'll disrupt the cartel, and anything that disrupts the cartel is our eat by me, as far as I'm concerned. Hippie says, yes, in hindsight, Longstaff was very good in his role to stifle Maddison. I take back my snide remarks.
Important thing, Paul, I don't know if you've mentioned it yet, by the way. Bruno and Gordon, yellow cards are done now.
Yeah, we
finished
did.
The
we mentioned that
game.
Yeah. I was very worried about Bruno getting booked, Billy, when he came off.
Romero was trying to get him booked, no doubt about that. It was a real snide bit of play from Romero. I'll guarantee you Bruno will get booked in the next game. I guarantee it. He's missed these flying tackles out, hasn't he? So
as long as he doesn't get a red, just going a bit too crazy.
Yeah. Now, obviously, man of the matches will pick tomorrow, Sam. But picking our man match is going to be very difficult. But the viewers' choice tomorrow in the review is going to be even harder. Who do they pick as man? Elliot Anderson needs to get a big call out here, because I thought left wing back today, Sam, he was just monster.
Do you know what? Wow. I mean, not only did he save Murphy's bacon, but he is so attacking, but he's also great defensively. He's just, his attempt was brilliant as well. Billy is spot on. I think the floodgates are going to open as soon as he gets that first. It'll just fly. He's just the version of him today that we've wanted to see, and we knew that quality was there. So to actually see it today, and it just felt like it really changed the dynamic for us. He was absolutely outstanding. But then again, I think every player put in a really fantastic performance today.
Yeah. Dan says there, I still think the clean sheet deserves a mention. Only the second time this year. Yep, absolutely. I mean, for all the possession that Tottenham had, they didn't actually have very many. Dubravka didn't have a lot to do today, let's be honest. As far as I'm concerned, anything that was thrown into the box, Burn and Share dealt with. Kraft was brilliant today. They were just all working so hard as a team, and it was really, really good to see. And considering it was a lunchtime kickoff, which Newcastle United normally absolutely despise, I think they've got to take a lot of credit for that, and that will just do the morale, Billy, the world of good moving in. 2 weeks off now to prepare for, I think it's Sheffield United next, isn't it? Is it Sheffield United? Palace? I believe it is. Or is it Palace?
I can check.
It's Palace away.
Or maybe Palace and then at home to Sheffield United, I think.
It is Palace away on the 24th of April.
Yeah. And then it's Sheffield United at home, isn't it? So
it's the key to it all for us now is being able to break down low block teams, because we're fantastic inside with the high lines to attack us and counter-attack. It's when we play a low block team that we kind of see how far we've come forward. And Sheffield United, I've been imagining they're going to low block us. I don't think Palace will, because they're at home.
Geordie Rick says it's Lady Sam. She's our good luck charm. Picked up since she joined the Toon review. Well, there you go. Wagner says Bruno showed an amazing professionalism and commitment to the team with his discipline. Stepped up when we needed him the most. Listen, I think he was actually quite quiet today in a way, but then obviously the pass to Isak was just world class, and then that flick in the second half, just genius. But like I say, Bruno's average game is around an 8 out of 10. So I mean, let's be honest, he's still head and shoulders above bloody anybody. But listen, that is it for Matchday Live. What we're going to do now, actually, the Clone Lad puts in a comment, member for 16 months. Thank you very much. Newcastle 10, Spurs 1 on aggregate at St James's Park over the last year. I mean, that's sensational stuff.
I mean, if we were to play them in the European tie this season, and with them winning 4-1 at the Tottenham Stadium, we've actually beaten them in the European tie.
Well, yes, and as you can see, Billy is very
King Hoddle, your boys took a hell of a beating.
Absolutely, they did.
Anybody seen King Hoddle?
No, I haven't seen him in the chat today, funny enough. He's very, very quiet. We'll see if he joins the review tomorrow night. But don't forget, Alex and Billy are doing a Patreon podcast straight after the game with their match reaction. We will let you know on all the socials when that is up and running. Obviously, as I say, Patreon is something that we can now do on the Toon Review. It's £5 a month, and you get a lot more content away from the camera with transfer shows, match reactions, legends, and historical shows as well. £5 a month really helps the channel, but it gives you a lot extra from the Toon Review away from the camera, as I say, to listen to in the car or walking the dog or at the gym, anything like that. We're always on hand for you to listen to some shows. So that's Patreon. And I'm going to be over on YouTube. Sam, are you joining me on YouTube for the reaction?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So me and Sam will be doing the match reaction on YouTube. So check Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that kind of stuff, and we'll let you know when it is up and running, both the shows for the match reactions.
While you're doing that, get yourself over to Evermore NUFC for their end of game review. They do a fantastic live review after the game. Get yourself over to Chris and Mark, or Chris.
Exactly. That's Evermore NUFC. They do a match reaction straight after the game. But keep an eye on our socials and we'll let you know when they're up and running. But for now, listen, thank you everybody. Sorry?
Got a super chat.
Oh, yes, we have. We've got a super chat from someone called Sam, but it's over in America. Thank you very much, Sam. Will Tottenham be offering refunds again? Great game, great stream. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Sam.
I've actually retweeted their apology tweet from last year. I've already retweeted it and said, you can just reuse this, admin. Don't worry.
You bitch.
We're all going for a game of golf now. 4!
Yeah, 4. Absolutely. Right. Thank you for all your super chats, new memberships. Welcome to all our new subscribers who've joined the Toon Review during the show. So glad to have you on board. If you're watching a rerun of this, please do subscribe if you're new and you like what you see. We'll be back live again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Once the dust has settled on the celebrations of today's performance with the match review with the 4 of us, and you will also get our player ratings, which should be pretty straightforward tomorrow. There shouldn't be much argument. I mean, even Alex Cowell might not turn up tomorrow, and we might get some very decent scores, but we will see. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to Billy, Sam, and Alex. But as usual, thank you to you. You make this show what it is. You make the channel what it is. And we really, really appreciate it. So go out, celebrate, have a great weekend, guys. And we'll see you again tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Take care.
Away the lads and lassies.
Come back and check out some green.